Welcome to Twisted Hook's Tuesday Tavern.
That's it. Best damn podcast ever.
That's right. We are
Jeremy
and Chris,
Twisted Hooks
fishing team. That's
Boom,
it.
boom.
And this is the best damn kayak fishing podcast ever.
Thanks for joining you.
Yeah, thanks for joining them. Thanks,
Mhm.
Thank them for joining us.
Thanks
too.
for joining you.
Thanks for joining you. That's right. We
Right.
appreciate y'all letting us come into your life.
That's right.
How about that? We'll just change it up a little bit from time to time. Keep y'all on your toes.
We try to do our best.
Yeah, exactly. We're just here, as a normal voice for the average kayak angler. We're trying to help with kayak. Try to let you guys know what we did. It worked for us.
And find out what worked for you.
Right. Also, what we didn't work for us.
That's most things.
And hopefully you let us know what didn't work for you, so that we don't make those same mistakes. And just talk about, things that make us all better kayak anglers.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So our traditional cheers.
My brother.
My brother.
In the comments, tell us where y'all's drinking from.
That's right.
Yeah, where are you watching from?
Where you watching from? What you drinking on? What you smoking on?
Give us the down low.
Yeah, we'll keep it on the DL. You know
That's
what I
right.
mean? Hey, Ma Coughlin.
You got Ma, Pa, Ryan, Melinda, the whole damn Iowa crew
Iowa crew's in the house.
in the house.
Yep. Taylor, I was just kidding with you the other day on Facebook when I said, don't make me drive to Iowa. I'm sure your pops has got that handled.
I mean, I wasn't kidding.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
wasn't kidding?
No.
I was kidding.
Nice guy, but shovel's always ready.
Yeah.
Always.
Always down to do a midnight, maybe midnight and a half run.
It's like, we'd have to leave at noon to be there at midnight.
Yeah, you know what I mean? One of those long, adventurous trips.
Mr. Wilson, thanks for joining.
Mr. Wilson. How you doing, sir? So, kind of a recap from last week. It was for me anyways, it was a really epic show, man.
Last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good show.
It was a good show,
We
man.
had people on here we'd never met, so
Right.
we had a good conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got Texas, Wisconsin. We know we got Iowa.
Right?
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
Tag and Tails Outdoors from Wisconsin says, I'm fucked up.
Woo! How long you been drinking, man?
I mean, when did 5 o'clock somewhere, son?
It's always sometime and somewhere in 5 o'clock, I guess. It's all good, man. If you like it, we love it. We won't think no more of it. Yeah? Taylor says, oh, God.
Don't worry. You're from Iowa. You'll be there soon.
Yeah. Absolutely. And remember, it takes us a while to get there, so it's got plenty of time to, leave.
Yeah. You don't need to grow up yet.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, last week's show, man, was epic. We had Mr. Dusty Kearns.
That's right.
Owner of Venom.
DK.
Yep. DK. Yeah. And Burnt Knuckles, man.
Burnt Knuckles.
What a trip that guy is, man. He's so cool.
That guy's a trip.
He is.
He's one of a kind, that's for sure.
No doubt.
Talk about representing Venom in like a big way.
100%. He's all in, man.
He is 100%.
Yeah. And just a cool, character. You know what I mean? He's like he's like us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of loud, likes to drink, have to have a lot of fun, while he's doing it. I thought it was really cool that they did the cheers when they first came on.
Yeah, that was great.
That was awesome.
Like he knew, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like he knew that was our thing. So.
Yeah. So as soon as we get him in camera, they cheers a drink. You know what I mean? It's like that's kick ass.
That was cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Those guys, I didn't even expect Dustin to be on.
I didn't either.
But I thought it was great. Like it was the two of them, it was the two of us. Like it was cool conversation.
I kind of embarrassed myself a little bit by asking him that. Is that your cameraman sitting
Right.
next to you? Because I didn't know who he was. And I apologize. I apologize for that. You know what I mean? But I didn't know.
Well, we have had quite a few conversations with Dustin, but we never talked face to face.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we didn't know what he looked like. We knew what Burnt looked like because he's in all the videos and stuff like that. So you cannot, if you've ever seen Burnt Knuckles, you will not ever forget him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a memorable guy. But Dustin, we had not met, in person or talked to, like that. emails and stuff like that. Which, you just don't know what people look like. Yeah. So I was like, "Is that your camera guy?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Whoopsie. I kind of embarrassed myself with that, but hopefully he doesn't take that personal or anything like that. But I don't think he did.
Tagging Tails is a big time Iowa deer hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
If catching whitetails your thing, man, check him out on YouTube.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like Tagging Tail.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great name. You know what I mean?
I was talking about as a sport.
I know. That's what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's a broad,
my wife's in season like 3 weeks out of the month.
3 weeks, yeah. Then there's that 1 week where
it's off season.
Yeah, it's off season. Yeah, yeah. So then you just have to go fishing.
Then she's like, "Yeah, you need to get out of the house.
You need to go fishing.
Yeah.
Leave me alone." In a Satan-stick voice. Just kidding.
Oh, Todd went yaking on the mighty Boone River. Hundreds of people Saturday. I mean, I bet. It sounded like Saturday was good weather pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
But then it's been raining like hell everywhere too.
I mean, but it was hot, man.
Oh, it was hot.
We went kind of...
It's hotter when you're hungover.
Indeed. And I was. 100%. I would... Well, I mean, it just is what it is. It just is what it is. I mean, if you know me, you know my style, and that's kind of what I do. I tell myself I'm not going to do that, and then I do that.
Yeah.
You've been friends with me for what, 8, 9 years?
Long enough to know.
Long enough to know that that's what Chris does. But I was there by 8. I was actually up at 5:30 and took a picture of the sunrise.
Of the truck and the sunrise.
Yeah.
It's pretty sunrise.
Yeah. And went and laid back down.
Too bad it didn't ride off into it.
Yeah. And went and laid back down, and that's where I made my mistake. Yeah. That's where I made my mistake, man.
I was trying to hurt some fish's lips by then.
You had hurt some fish's lips, from what I understand.
I mean, I had a pretty good day.
Yeah.
Had a pretty good day.
We had the girls with us, and Miss Shannon, she was not feeling well. She was 1 week out of the time frame. It was that range, and she didn't even get out of the truck, man. She was just balled up. She was hurting pretty bad. She did a good job. She trooped it out, man, because she stayed for about 3 hours or whatever, maybe.
Yeah, she hung out in the truck.
Yeah, but she,
not feeling good.
No, right. So I mean, she stuck it out, for a while, and it started getting real hot, and she just wasn't feeling good. So I had to take her home. I mean, of course, I wasn't feeling good either, but it was just time to go. And we slept, man, as soon as we got home until like 10 o'clock that night.
Wow,
it's crazy. I'd never done that before.
I didn't.
No, I had never done that before. So anyways, I digress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Todd says it's the first time he drank soda and his old lady drank water.
Really?
Yeah. I guess they had quite a few. That was their hungover Sunday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This said it was hot, had a fire call.
I made it even hotter.
So in full gear,
yeah,
it's even hotter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
This is the flag. We're going to talk about that at the end of the show or whatever. This is the flag for Natalie Smith from Ryan, Melinda, and On Demand Decals, and it is the firefighter thin red line flag.
Yeah, it's awesome, y'all.
It is great.
It's absolutely awesome. What did Mark say over there? What did he say?
Oh, Tag and Tail says he's going yakking tomorrow. Wisconsin around 65 degrees, going for bass. Yeah, we got all kinds of tips, man. Tune in, fill your drink. Let's get to it.
Absolutely.
Chris Mark says he was on the water at 5:30.
It was on the water at 5:30.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's about the time sun was up. So yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm in on that.
Yeah.
We didn't get on the yaks. We just broke into ponds and went pond hopping.
Now, remember what he said right there. Remember what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were probably at a couple places that we didn't need to be. Or wasn't supposed to be.
I mean,
who
were you? No one kicked us out.
Right. We didn't have any involvement of authority in any manner.
Right. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't do anything illegal ever. A good boy.
Yeah. GUD boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Ryan's he's a volunteer firefighter
Correct.
in Dow's, Iowa.
Yep. And it seems like every Tuesday he gets a cotton picking fire call.
I mean, I'm sure it's not just Tuesday.
It's not. I'm sure it's not just Tuesday.
Probably every day.
Every day.
I mean, I don't know, because they don't do just fires. You know, they do crashes, and if like a crash in Dow's is 2 tractors in Main Street.
Yeah.
But you know,
it's kind of a fire rescue type of deal.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
But no, it's cool. I mean, he's doing it volunteer work, right? It's voluntarily.
Yeah, it's a volunteer firefighter station. Everybody there volunteers.
Right. That's, I mean, for him to do.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Froze up.
Oh no! Not good.
I guess the fix didn't work.
And we're back. And that screen turned off, by the way.
I did.
That screen.
Yeah, it's always off when we're plugged in that way.
Okay.
Sorry so look,
Yeah.
you know that we've been upgrading gear and doing new setups and all that kind of stuff. And I thought that I had found a fix for our camera freezing every once in a while. It's random. It just freezes every once in a while. But yeah, that fix didn't work.
So we'll try again.
If we freeze, hopefully you can still hear us, and I'll just run over there, flip the switch, and we're right back to it.
Right. So no, I was wanting to commend Ryan, for what he does. I mean, this dude has got an everyday job. He works his full-time job. He's got a family, a wife, kids, and then is volunteering his time as a firefighter and rescue. So I mean, that's just that shows you the heart that people have. You know what I mean?
Right.
And with so much negativity out there, bro, with all this fake news and media and all this other bull crap,
I mean,
I just wanted to.
That's why I don't watch the news.
Right. I just want to throw that out there for everybody that's watching, that there are good people out there in the world that are doing good things, and it just doesn't get enough exposure because it doesn't fit a certain agenda.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
everybody out there just trying to live their life.
Yeah, exactly. So, thank you, Ryan, for what you do. So yeah, man. We hear that you've been talking to some people around town.
Huh?
You've been talking to some people around town. They've been telling you what they've been catching fish on around here.
No.
You've been talking to people?
Not people. I just been watching people videos.
I've been watching videos.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I like doing my research.
Right.
So lately, past couple days, the stuff getting uploaded, people fishing and, showing what they're fishing, that kind of thing.
Right.
Topwater's turning on, son.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Chris
waiting.
Marks better be getting ready.
You better be getting prepared.
And it don't matter. Illinois, Florida, Washington, like topwater.
Yeah.
They were all over the place. There were, like the fish are doing it all over. So it's not just like one place. They're starting to hit that topwater action. So
I was talking to a guy just today who lives down in the Shoals area, which we got a tournament there in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yep. About 2 weeks there. Said that at a certain time, at a certain place, which I will not name because I don't want anybody to steal it. That certain time at sunrise, at a certain place, they're pulling in 3, 4, 5 pound largemouths on topwater right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds
right now.
Like it sounds amazing.
It sounds like I want to go fish it.
I mean, like this last weekend, I caught a bunch of fish.
Yeah.
But they're all little guys. You know what I mean? I hooked into one very, very, very good fish.
Yeah.
In like 6 inches of water.
Right.
That was before you showed up.
Oh, wow.
And did not land it. I was keeping pressure, hoping to bring it in. I guess I didn't set the hook hard enough.
Yeah.
I've toned down my hook set quite a bit because I'm kind of retard strong. So, yeah, every once in a while on them, if they're swimming at you or something like that, you don't get a real good hook set. So that's what happened. And I got about, 15 foot from the bank, and there goes my swim bait.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Is what it is.
It is what it is.
But I would love to get me a good fish in my hands.
Yeah, absolutely.
4 or 5 pound smallie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dog. It'd be awesome.
It would be. I'd love it. I'd absolutely love it. Absolutely. Absolutely.
He says he's been tagging smallies, smashing smallies on Wisconsin River last week.
That's awesome.
Blue flake Texas rig worm. You
Hell,
doing it weightless? You got an underspin? You got a weighted hook? What you got on there? Is it
Texas
just
rig
going
with
total
just-
finesse or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's Texas rig worm. I feel like is almost a go-to all year round. But
It can
the
be.
color, you know, it can be. Yeah, I mean they're either on it or they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that color, like what you're saying.
Yeah, colors change. He said blue flake.
Blue flake. Blue flake.
I assume dark blue with some kind of flake or something.
Kind of like a June bug color.
Yeah, you know.
Maybe.
That's usually when people are talking blue. It's that dark June bug color.
Yeah.
I don't see people throw that bright blue very often. Not in worms, anyway.
Right. But yeah, man, I would love to know, you know, I'd love for him to expand on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Scott says we look good on YouTube.
Yeah.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you, Scott. Appreciate you.
Ryan says him and the kids and the old lady might go to a different spot this weekend.
Hey man,
You gotta branch out.
you got to branch out. You never know until you fish a spot if it's going to be good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
And also,
You don't know until you fish it.
that's right.
I don't know, 10 times whether or not it's a good or bad
Right.
spot.
Because you might go there with a certain setup and that certain setup might not work that time. So you might need to come back with a different setup at a different time. The weather conditions play a huge factor in that, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? If the barometric pressure is high or low, in my opinion, the fish will they sense that. You know what I mean? And sometimes they shut off for whatever reason. It could be a beautiful day outside or a storm coming in and it's not necessarily hit your area yet or whatever.
That's what Todd Wilson just sent.
Whoa!
Oh, look at that pit.
Oh,
that's
a ditch pickle.
That's
right?
a ditch pickle.
That is one hell of a ditch
It's a good
pickle.
looking fish.
That's a damn
Todd.
good looking fish, Todd. Holy crap!
You need to go there more often.
Exactly. Invite us to go with you.
That's a good spot right there.
Yeah, son.
I don't care if that's the only fish in there. That's a good fish.
100%.
You know what I mean?
I bet that got your heart pounding.
He says private pond. Well, that's usually where the biggest pigs are at
That's right. Because
they don't get fished.
Exactly. Just like when we went with Self there a few weeks back. We all caught some decent fish that day. Nobody ever fishes that place. They won't let them fish that place. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We're forever knocking on doors going, hey, man, can we fish your pond?
Right.
Because, farm ponds are awesome, especially when people don't fish them because, man, the fish just don't know.
Right.
And they hit everything you throw.
They're stupid.
That's why it's the best fishing ever.
Right. Yeah. You don't have to think so much about it. You can throw whatever you want to throw and they're going to eat it.
Chris Mark says, look for cows eating in the field.
Yep.
Of course. I mean, if they're around, they're drinking the water too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
Nice.
It's awesome, man. So Tidewater, what else do you get to catch people watching?
The other two baits that were real big were jigs and swim jigs and jerk baits.
Jerk baits, that's
Jerk
right.
baits.
Yeah.
Suspending jerk bait.
Now I like a jerk bait, man. I really do.
Yeah.
I like a suspending jerk bait. A buddy of ours, Kayak, got me turned on to that because I really wasn't big into jerk bait fishing before that.
Right.
But went fishing with him one time on his boat. I'm sure you've been there several times too.
Sure.
And man, we caught fish all day on those suspending jerkbait, and it's fun.
I mean, I feel like it's a time of year thing. It's a seasonal thing. It don't work all the time. But when they're in that, when the thermocline is at that level, man, I don't think you can beat a jerkbait.
I mean, I like it. You know, the way it works, the way it, you know. Last time I fished it, I wasn't doing very well, so I was just trying to get that jerkbait close up to the yak and kind of pop it and see what it was doing in the water, so I could kind of get an idea. Because, you know, the water's murky. You cast out 75 feet or whatever. And
you don't know what that thing's doing.
You don't have no idea.
Yeah, you got to learn it.
You got to learn it. You know, if you're popping it a certain way, you know, that's what we're talking about. How about learning how to fish your bait? You know what I mean? Not sponsored. Just love it. Yeah. Again, not sponsored. Just love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, you have no idea. But getting that thing close to you, like if you're on a pier or if you can get out in the water a little bit, whatever. Even coming up near the bank, kind of walk down the bank a little bit and just pop that thing and work it and do different type of actions with your hands or whatever to see what it makes that bait do. And then try those when you cast out there. It may be you could be fishing that certain bait and the technique be wrong. And the fish are like, nah, no thank you. But if you switch up your technique, they might start hitting it. You never know, man. Fish are crazy.
So everything I've ever heard about jerkbait.
Yeah.
Right. I guess it doesn't matter the jerkbait. Everything I've ever heard is when the water's cold, that everybody says jerkbait, twitch, pause.
Yeah.
Right. But when it's cold, you have a longer pause. As it heats up, much shorter pause. And you got to vary. You can't just do the same thing. Twitch, pause. Twitch, pause. Because fish are like, that's not normal. Right. It's got to be erratic. You got to switch it up. Twitch, pause, twitch, pause. You know what I mean? Whatever. Right. But your pause length, the colder it is, the longer your pause.
Yeah,
that's what I've heard.
Yeah, because the fish are not as active when it's cold like that.
I mean, that's what they say.
That's what they say.
I've caught some damn slabs in the middle of winter when my guides are freezing over and the line won't go through.
Right.
I mean, one after the other. Pat the Patriot Anderson.
Right.
We went out there and I couldn't use my fingers, but we was smashing fish.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, maybe.
Right.
But I really think it just depends on where you're at and what you're doing.
Right. Oh, 100%.
That's just me.
Yeah. No, you got to know where they are, and you got to know what they want to eat. That's the hardest part. I mean, to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think everybody out there that bass fishes will agree with that. Figuring out where they are and what they want to eat.
I mean, that's what we're all trying to do.
Every time we go fishing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, absolutely. Heck yeah, man. It's good stuff, man. What did the Tag and Tail say? What did he say about check out his last kayak video?
Yeah, he has a kayak video on YouTube. It was using suspended jerkbait and killing the bass.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah. Tag and Tails, you need to take your drive from Wisconsin over to Iowa and let my brother take you duck hunting.
Yeah, he's a big hunter guy. Yeah, absolutely.
Dan Coughlin, he's a big deer hunter. They love doing it.
Might all hook up one time. You know what I mean?
What do we think about chatterbait? I mean, I like chatterbait. I do like chatterbait, but more often than not, if I feel like using a chatterbait, it's only because there's too much grass for a crankbait or a rattle trap. That's me personally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like chatterbait has a very small window of opportunity for me.
Yeah.
It's not just an everywhere bait.
Me either. And it may be just, I don't know, maybe the way my technique, or maybe I haven't learned the right technique or whatever. I've heard of guys catching, good fish and a lot of fish on chatterbait. I, unfortunately, have not been able to do that. You know what I mean? It's not been a consistent bait for me. I mean,
I know guys that like chatterbaits, they use that shit all year round.
That's their go-to.
All year round.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I guess I don't have that confidence in it because I don't catch fish on it like I think I should.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when I'm like, this is chatterbait territory.
Right.
I don't do as well.
Right.
Even if I have confidence, like I'm gonna catch a fish, and then it just doesn't happen.
Right. Exactly. And that's the way it's worked out for me too, for some reason. And I don't know if it's wrong combination of timing or territory or whatever, fishery or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just, it has not produced like I had hoped it would produce. You know what I mean? So therefore I have lost confidence in that bait. But like I said, some guys throw it all the time and catch fish with it. Maybe apparently it's just me. I don't know.
I think the reason that I don't throw chatterbait all the time, and I feel like it's my own fault for not tuning the bait right, but more often than not, even if I'm going slow, that thing rises out of the water. And I'm trying to keep it down like in the strike zone where I think the strike zone is.
Right.
So I'm like, fishing it and then, or, reeling it, even if it's stupid slow, and then having to just stop and make it fall back down into that zone. I can't reel just slow enough to keep it there.
Yeah.
And I have to learn how to do that, but I think there's some tuning to the bait, maybe some bending to the blades, something that I don't know how to do, and that may be why I'm not as good with it.
Well, very well could be. We could have the reel setup where it's a faster reel versus, you know what I mean? Who knows? And I haven't really taken the time to figure that out, basically. You know what I mean? I haven't.
No. Chris Mark says weightless Senko.
Yes,
the whole summer.
Love it.
And topwater.
Love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that.
I mean, they love that slow fall.
Weightless Senko, weightless trick worm, wacky rig it.
Yeah.
All that. That to me is my summertime go-to. You know what I mean? Different colors, of course, whatever. But summertime go-to is a weightless Senko or a weightless trick worm.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that hit. I love the whole action.
I mean, it's easy to tell.
Yeah.
When you got something.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you're throwing like a deep diving crankbait or something that's banging against rocks and trees and things. Sometimes you like, is that a fish or is that just another limb? You know what I mean? Or is that a rock or whatever? And you get kind of, I don't know, like
numb.
Just like, yeah, numb. So you like don't set the hook when you should.
Right.
Right. Because sometimes they'll smash that thing and then just let go because they realize it's not real.
Right.
So that's part of my problem too.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too. I've done that. So I think that's just all. I think everybody goes through that. That's just an evolution of the fisherman. Yeah. You know what I mean? Of learning those things, having those things happen, those experiences happen.
Right.
And then learning, oh man, I bet that was a fish, or oh man, or like the memes you see on Facebook.
Right.
Here's your 10-pounder, and you got your
stump.
You got your stump hanging out on the bottom of the river. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the fish are over there, ha ha ha, ha laughing.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
So he says that he's never had a weightless wacky rig.
Who's that?
Tag and Tails.
Tag and Tails. No luck.
I mean, last year my best tournaments were with a weightless wacky rig.
Yeah.
Senko.
Yeah.
Like nothing fancy. Like the
No.
The most basic crap you could go buy.
100%. Yeah.
He said that black and blue chatterbait with a green pumpkin crawfish trailer.
That sounds good.
And I've never really had much luck with black and blue.
Oh, I mean, back in the day when I used to fish tournaments with my ex-stepdad, Dennis, I told you about that. That's all we would throw was black and blue. Black and blue. They call them bitsy bugs. I don't know what they call them. The bitsy bug. With a black and blue chunk on the end of it, and we caught fish all the time.
Ryan wants to know topwater frog or what you think, Chris.
Topwater frog
this weekend for him fishing.
What's the water temp up there?
I mean, I feel like it's gonna be upper 70s, 60s.
Yeah, I would throw a topwater this weekend. I would throw. That was exactly what I would start with. Would be a frog first thing in the morning.
I mean, first thing in the morning. I don't care what it is. I'm throwing a top water.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I don't care what time of year it is. I don't care where you're fishing. If you're throwing up by the bank, I'm gonna throw a top water.
100%. And I would start with a frog or a weightless trick worm.
Top water trick worm, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Little baby snake action.
Yep, exactly. Little baby snake action coming through. You're reeling it kind of quick. You're keeping it on the top of that surface, and that trick worm's doing like this, just like a little baby snake is. Wham! It's awesome.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm more of a weightless swim bait.
Yeah. Now, I like that too.
Because that paddle tail, it gets that bloop, 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 bloop sound.
Yeah.
And you can get it super slow.
Right.
I love that.
I like that
and then
too.
You pause it, and because it's weightless, it really don't sink much, and it kind of sits there in that wake.
Yeah.
That's usually when I get smashed.
I mean, that would be my top three right there. That frog, the swim bait, and the trick worm.
Yeah.
All weightless. Now, you're not going to be able to cast that trick worm as far as you can that frog or that swim bait because they're heavier.
Yeah.
Okay. You could cast that swim bait or that frog as far as you can throw.
Chris
But
Mark says topwater frog, white top toad, or black and yellow spitter.
I would probably pick the black and yellow.
Yeah,
That's what that.
I feel like I'd go with a white.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it has been for me the last couple seasons. But the white has gotten hit more than anything else.
Right.
On the swim baits, on the little like a fluke, you know, on top water. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe they see it better for me for where I'm throwing. I don't know.
Right. Well, when we went to Weiss and that big girl that I tried to catch and she hit twice,
Yeah,
it was a black and yellow frog that I threw. Yeah. I mean, granted, I don't think she or it or whatever it was saw what color it was,
right?
Because it was in a bunch of grass. But those colors are confidence for me. Now, if I'm going with swim bait, yeah, I want to go with that lighter grayish, shad kind of colorish. Maybe you fade into a white, you know, something like that. But for a frog, I like a darker color.
Good luck, Rob. Drive that Twisted Hooks car against the wall, stay high,
son.
and just wreck everybody.
We need to say that to everybody right now. Rob Moore up in Iowa, this dude is cool as hell. I mean, he went out. He does online NASCAR style racing, man. You guys,
dirt track, NASCAR,
all that jazz, man. Yeah. He went out and created a Twisted Hooks fishing car, the whole
NASCAR.
Car. Yeah. Sent us some videos. Said he's going to be racing it on Tuesday nights tonight when we're doing the show.
Yep.
I mean, I thought it was just a cool idea, man.
I mean, I think it's cool.
Hell yeah, it's cool.
I doubt we'll ever get big enough to like sponsor real NASCAR, so I feel like
that's kind of
we're on top of the world right now.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
And if you watch those videos, man, it's damn near realistic about how it looks.
Yeah, iRacing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the triple monitor, high-speed computer, pedals and steering wheel, and all. I mean, everything.
He sent the videos. He's back. You can see it from behind. He's got the headset on, you know, and
I'm surprised the seat don't rumble.
You know what I mean? I bet he'll get one. If they make it, I bet he gets it. That dude, man, he's on it.
Real racers pee themselves. That's all I'm gonna say.
They don't pause the game and go take a leak and then come back.
No, I mean real NASCAR guys.
Oh yeah.
500 miles. When's the last time you drove 500 miles without peeing? Never. Gotta get that stadium, buddy.
Yeah. Stadium, buddy? Yeah.
It's like a tube.
Yeah.
Velcros to your leg.
Yeah.
With a tube.
Yeah.
A straw sort of thing that has a suction cup around your.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
I like
stuff.
that. I like that.
Like milking an udder.
Do they not eat before?
Who?
The NASCAR drivers. What if they have to do?
I mean, fuck, I hope so.
What if they have to go the other?
What
if they have to go the other way? You know what I mean? What if it's just
you got to poop?
Yeah.
I mean, you best shit yourself if you think you've got a chance of winning.
Yeah. I mean, I guess so.
Yeah. They're like those bikers.
Yeah.
You know, not bikers.
Right.
Bikers. You know what I mean?
Like
with the Speedos and things.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of pictures of those dudes like crapping themselves and peeing themselves as they're riding a race.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Runners.
Yeah.
Doing them stupid like ultra marathons.
Yeah.
Like 60 miles, 80 miles, 100 miles.
Yeah.
Could you run for 100 miles and not go to the bathroom?
No, I couldn't run for 100 miles. Period.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, I'm out.
I ain't running 100 feet unless it's for my extra mag and my gun's already empty.
Right. Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely, man. That's awesome. So yeah, speaking of catching fish, what you want to roll into like what you
this last weekend? What was the golden bait of the hour?
The golden bait of the hour, and I think we talked about doing these as the Venom Tackle Highlight of the week.
Show enough.
Yeah, it's that 4.5 inch buzz shad.
That guy.
You
can't really read that, but maybe you can see that.
It's green shiner grub.
4.5 inch.
Yep, green shiner grub.
Buzz tail shad.
Yep.
Is that what it is?
Buzz tail shad.
Buzz tail shad.
4.5 inch.
Green shiner. I don't know if you got down here in Alabama. I don't know about you boys in Wisconsin, but the bass down here, they love shiners. And anytime I got a little gold in something or a little silver in something, boy, they are over it. And they love this one. You all right?
Yeah, I gotta get it.
So it's like you can work it like a little swim bait. You could throw so I was doing it weightless with the Venom hook, a 3/0, and totally weightless, and twitching it and pausing and twitching and pausing. And when I paused, boy, they were all over it. But as you can see on like the Venom YouTube and stuff like that, guys rig them with the DK rig. So it's weedless still. You can pull it through the grass, but it's got that weight on the front, and you can make it look like it's foraging for something. But man, I don't know how many. I think I caught, I don't know, 6 or 8 fish on that bait.
They loved it.
They loved it. They were all over it.
So yeah, it was
To the point Chris was like, "Hey man,
you got one of those?
can I get some of those?"
Yeah, you got an extra one of those, man? Because I didn't have one with me. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I just brought a certain amount of stuff that I thought might work. Jeremy brought a certain amount of stuff that he thought might work, and
right.
his stuff worked and mine didn't. You know what I mean? So I'm like, "Hey, bro, you bring that bag with you?
Right.
I mean, did you just bring a couple? You know?" He's like, "Yeah, man, get you one." I mean, that's this guy. He's just cool like that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hey Ron, nice to have you here.
Ron Biggs?
Says smallmouth might like that in a few weeks with an 1/8 ounce jig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you working that to get smallmouth to hit it? Are you give me, if you don't mind, and don't mean to want to put you on the
Set
spot.
the stage.
Yeah, just kind of
what kind of water are you in?
right.
Where
What's
you
your
at?
technique? What kind of, obviously if you're fishing smallmouth, excuse me, you're probably in deeper water, current. You know what I mean? I would think. That's been my experience.
Every time I caught smallmouth, it was in current.
Current. They like current. They
Yeah.
like water, running. So let us know like a scenario of how you would be able to catch a smallmouth on this guy.
I tell you what, that buzz tail,
Oh yeah.
it gets all kinds of action. Like this is super soft. You guys can see that, right? It doesn't take much.
No.
And it's all over the place. But
all kinds of action.
that buzz tail like catches water and it kicks it back and forth, almost like a paddle tail, but without as much thump. You just get more flash.
Right.
And they loved it.
All over it.
Ryan says you're gonna have to raid my stash. I mean, I don't mind to reach around here and there. You know what I'm saying?
$20 is $20, bro.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
$20 worth of baits will get me what?
Right. What you planning to do?
Chris Mark says move in water, Wilson and Pickwick.
Yeah.
Which is where our tournament is in 2 weeks.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna do my best just to do like catch fish because
Me too.
I've never done real well over days that we have just been awesome.
Well, that's the
But
deal.
it's not, I'm not consistent over there.
Well, I mean, we don't fish that near as much as we do like Gunnersville and places like that. We have fished the Shoals area, I would say, a quarter of the amount of times that we fished Gunnersville.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we haven't had the opportunities to have those great type of days, but we've had them.
We just got to take our ass over there.
Right. We just got to, and now we've got a couple connects. I know if my Pops Hatton, if he was, I guarantee you he'd be ecstatic if we came down and hung out.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He would.
Chris Mark says no grass anywhere around. Need rock or muddy bottom.
Yeah.
Like for the smallies.
Of course. I mean, 'cause you probably, with moving water, you probably wouldn't get that grass. You know what I mean? I wouldn't think. Does that make sense? Because it wouldn't have time to settle, grow, whatever. It's just constant current. You know what I mean? Muddy bottom. You would kind of get that with your current, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, typically, I wouldn't think a whole lot of grass is going to grow where there's a lot of current, but you never know.
Right.
Joseph Pope, he said his first tournament was that tournament last year. The Shoals.
The Shoals?
Yeah.
Was that with NACA?
Yeah. That
Hell
was his first tournament.
That's awesome.
And now,
I remember.
guess what he became a part of?
What's that?
Our Catch Some Relief pro staff.
He did.
He
got up with Trinity.
I shouldn't say what part of our thing, but we're all part of the same little group now.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I said that he asked the question if we should do something together, and I said hell to the yes.
I'm in on it.
Yeah.
In fact,
What's up, Scotty?
When where do you live, Joseph? He's local.
He's somewhere over by the Georgia-Alabama border, I think.
Oh, is he?
If he'll correct me when I'm wrong, but I feel like he's somewhere over that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I mean, I think it'd be cool doing something together, maybe going out and do something like we did with Jeremy Self, something like that. You know what I mean? Woodville. That's not that far. Woodville's out 35, like going towards Scottsboro.
Okay.
I think. Correct me. I may be wrong.
Well, I mean, that sounds like I might have been sort of right then.
Yeah.
It's that way.
Yeah.
Towards Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay. Chris Mark says he's going out there around 2:30 in the morning.
Going where? Where are you going?
What? Out there.
Where's
to the
that?
tournament. His daughter graduates Friday night, so he's just not going to go to sleep, I guess. He's just going to go out
and start.
Get out on the water around 2:30, find his spot, get ready to go.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. 2:30 is early.
That's one way to do it. You know what I mean?
Maybe he's headed there at 2:30, and it's an hour and a half drive.
4 o'clock, maybe.
Yeah, I mean that sounds more likely, but
yeah. I mean, but hey, you never know.
Lord.
I mean,
oh shit, we're froze.
We used to have. I used to fish night tournaments down that way, and they were going at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So it may work for you, Mark. I mean, we caught fish. You know what I mean? It wasn't often. But we caught fish at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning down that way. I've done that. So, hell, it might work. I don't know.
Well, the problem is he ain't going to catch fish because you can't have lines in legally until lines in time.
Well, he can catch fish.
He can catch them. You just can't count them.
Yeah, you ain't going to be able to count them. Yeah. Especially with that Tourney X app down that we're doing that with. So, they're all time stamped, I think. Leaving home at 2:30. There you go. All right. That makes more sense.
Yeah. So, Scott has a good question. Hines.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How's he doing?
What's our recommendation for near shore, because they're bank fishing, with plant life? Lots of grass and lots of plant life, because his bait keeps getting caught on it.
Mm-hmm.
Should he use a lure on top of the water instead?
This time of year, yeah, I definitely would start with that first thing in the morning.
Depends on when you're going fishing, Scotty.
Right.
You're getting out there early in the morning, which I kind of feel like isn't your thing or the kids' thing.
Right.
But if you are, try something on top. But regardless of what you're doing, what time you're going, you want to go weedless.
100%.
So, okay.
So, want to give
I'll show it. I'll do it.
Give an example of
a
weedless rig.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go to the camera. You let me know if we're
in focus.
Yeah. Well.
Or in the picture. Yeah. I'm gonna move your drink, bro.
Yeah.
All right. There you go, right there.
Yeah.
Yep, that's good.
So this is a worm.
Take that towards the camera.
Towards the camera.
Yep.
Is that not out of focus?
Maybe a little bit, but it's hard to see when it comes back this way.
All right. So this is what you call an offset deep shank hook.
Right. Offset deep shank hook.
Okay.
Extra wide gap.
You're gonna go in the nose just a little bit because you're only trying to cover that little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you can commentate because
go into the nose right around to where it bends, and then come out of the lure. Okay. So you can kind of see how that kind of sits it'll push up the hook and sit
covers
right
up
in
that just a little bit,
and it will sit right on that off shank. Okay.
Find out where the hook goes through the worm.
Where your hook goes through bend it up a little bit, and then embed your hook
straight out
in through that. And the key,
see how that worm is dead straight?
It's dead straight. That's the key.
The hook is barely exposed, and if you're worried about if you keep getting caught up, you can just expose it.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. If you keep getting caught up, if that hook is sitting out too far, you can kind of bend it back to where the tip of the hook is kind of pointed back into the plastic. So when you're going through that grass, it will just kind of flutter through there, and it won't get caught up as easily. If you're doing something with an exposed hook like that, okay, they probably can't see that. Anyways, that hook's gonna get caught up on all kinds of crap. Okay, so bringing it back up to where it's more flush with the lure, with the worm or whatever you're using.
Worm, a lizard,
doesn't matter.
A creature bait of some. It doesn't matter.
Right. Any soft plastic
Right.
That's those weeds and grass and whatever's there, even
They won't get hooked on that hook tip
as easily.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some people like to completely embed the just to where the tip of the hook is coming out of the plastic.
Right.
I mean, there's different styles to doing that. You know what I mean? That way it kind of slides and glides over through all that garbage.
You could do it with a swim bait.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, anything.
Absolutely. Swim bait.
They call it weedless.
Right. Any type of weedless rigging.
Now, like Tag and Tails is talking about, if even where you're fishing from the bank, a lot of times there's places that have a really steep drop off, even right at the bank.
Right.
So that grass is 3, 4, 5 feet tall.
Right.
So if you try top water and you don't get any success, and you have something like this, but they're not hitting it on top, and you want to get it down, then you try adding weight to it, and they have hooks with weights already built in. Ned rig or the DK rig is our big one.
Yeah, that's exactly. We kind of talked about this last week with Venom, but I think Venom, as far as I know, is the only people that makes a Ned
weedless,
rig, a weedless rig,
Ned rig type hook.
Yeah. That's why it's so awesome. You know what I mean? You can rig it weedless, and it'll get down in that grass.
You could use a sinker. They have bullet weights. So this is all stuff we were getting ready to talk about. They have all kinds of bullet weights. They have the weights that you can crimp on your line, which I'm not a fan of. Anytime you weaken your line, because I fish with the lightest line I can. So if I crimp my line, I've now created possibly a break point.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that.
Right.
No, but you can crimp a lead weight to the hook shank.
Right.
That will allow it to go down. It won't affect the front of your bait. And, it'll give it that get down in the grass feeling without tying anything or crimping anything to your line.
I've seen people use those crimp style in the drop shot type of fishing where the weight is a foot or so, 18 inches away from the hook. Yeah, they've rigged it weedless. You know what I mean? And that weight goes down and hits the bottom, and then this just kind of flutters and floats and kind of does that. Then they pick up on it. It shoots up into the water. The weight sends it down, flutters down, and kind of sits there. Once the weight hits the bottom, it just kind of flutters back and forth. Yep. I've heard a lot of people, KVD, his son loves that drop shot, Dreamsicle drop shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's effective for him.
If they're in the grass and it's deep and you're trying to reach them.
Yeah.
I mean, how else are you going to do it without getting hung up? You know what I mean? Drop shot's a really good choice.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, there's, there's a million different ways out there to rig things.
Chris Marks threw a hack in there.
What did he say?
He says, put a rubber band on before you crimp that lead weight and it keeps it from slipping.
That's a good idea.
I mean, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I like using the little rubber, the bobber stops.
Yeah.
I use those as weight stops, as like to hold my weight in a certain place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They're cheap. You're talking like $2 for like, I don't know, 15 or 20 little things on a, but if you don't know what they are, talk to me afterwards, throw it in the comments or something. I'll hit it later, but there's a lot of different ways, Scott, to get your baits in the grass without catching as much of the grass.
Right. Exactly. You definitely don't want to go out there if you're fishing heavy grass with some type of bait that has 2 sets of treble hooks.
I will say, if it's heavy grass and they're in the grass, top water should work.
Yeah. Because they're laying in that grass for a reason.
Yeah.
And they're looking for,
they're hanging out. They're just looking for something to eat.
Something quick and easy.
Yeah.
They they don't want to go work for it. You know what I mean? But they'll in that grass right near the edge of it and see a little whatever kind of fluttering outside the edge line of the grass and then come out and wham, eat it and go right back in that grass. Yeah. And when they hit, and if it's a big one, you better hold on, son, because you're in for a good time.
We didn't have our nav lights on.
We did not have our nav lights.
No, we're in Low light hours. We gotta have the nav lights on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's starting to get dark outside. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not in here, but you know. I don't know if you guys noticed, but our fridge has nav lights.
Yeah.
That way, when it's dark and you don't know where you're going to find your beer or your drink,
I'm in the way here.
you know which way to go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to get down so they can see the green.
Red and green.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, man.
We're conscientious drinkers.
Conscientious. You know, we got to be
Safety
able
drinkers.
got to be able to find our drinks. You know. So we kind of
talked about the Shiner.
bunch of different stuff here.
Yeah.
Are
we getting in? What are we getting into?
We're getting into. We kind of talked a little bit about this, but I think it could go a little bit more in depth. Like people are asking, like, what would you throw this time or this? Like, what's your top three?
Boom. What's our
go-tos? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to have this time of year? Okay, because I think.
I feel like these were mine.
All year round?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Okay. So what are your? We'll start with, if you want, you or me, whatever. I don't care.
Have at it.
All right. So I kind of focused on, and I kind of thought the question was at this time of year. So I kind of focused on that. So
I mean, I wouldn't change that any part of the year. I'm going to have those three kind of setups, and I may adjust line weight and things like that. But like those are my setups.
Yeah. So for me, and we talked about this earlier with Ryan, trick worm, wacky rig, and Texas rig. I'll throw it both. I'll throw the same color 2 different ways. You know what I mean? And see what they're like in that day.
Yep.
Jerk bait, rattle trap. Both. Jerk bait. I've really got turned on to jerk bait this last year. I'm trying to fish it more. I want to fish it more. I think it can be a confidence bait for me at certain times of the year.
Plus, them northern boys put us on them rogue jerk baits.
They kind of turned us on to that. Wonder where that dude's been, by the way.
I don't know. I'm hoping those pay off here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. And then swim bait, and you can run that with a jig or without. Right. You know what I mean? So those are my top 3. You know what I mean? It'll be different colors. It may have a different technique. I may work it differently. I may, in the summertime on the swim bait, try to work it top water or the trick worm top water, or I can put a little bit of weight to it with a Texas rig and let it kind of go a little bit deeper. Whatever. You know what I mean? But those are my top 3.
Yeah.
What about you, bro?
Well, Chris Marks has chimed in. He says weightless Senko, frog, whopper plopper, and a Dexy dog. You got me on the Dexy dog. I know a sexy dog, which is like a walking bait, which is one of my favorite top waters. Maybe that's what he meant. He just got
fumble fingers.
Yeah,
it happens.
Yeah, it happens
for me all day long.
Ryan says he's got learning to do with the baits. Son, we all do. We're sitting here talking like we know something.
We don't know jack.
We just know a little more than you.
And the only reason,
trial and error.
Yeah, the only reason we might know a little bit more than you is because we've been out doing it a little bit longer.
Yeah.
We've got lures caught in trees. We've got lures caught on each other. Hell, there was one day that me and him were fishing in a John boat 2 or 3 years ago, and I thought I got a bite. I went to go set the hook. When I did, it came back and hit him right square in the back and laid on his shoulder for like 15 seconds. I'm like, bro,
don't move,
man.
Caught a gorilla.
Holy crap, I caught a gorilla. Thank God it didn't hook him or anything like that. God. It was just laid up on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And of course, you got to reorient yourself to what's going on and stuff like that. We got stories all day long about stuff like that, man. So that's what I'm saying is we've been doing
Learn from our retarded ass
for a minute.
Huh?
This is what, our 3rd, going on our 4th year together?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, like competitive.
Well, I mean, fishing together.
Fishing.
Yeah.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, Chris Mark says fat fingers. I feel like he meant sexy dog, which is, correct me if I'm wrong. You talking about Sexy Dog or Sexy Dog Jr. by Strike King?
Probably.
Like that's one of my favorite top waters. I have lost the biggest fish of my life a couple times on that bait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I know in my heart. Like I hate to say it, but I know in my heart I lost a double-digit bass.
Oh no.
And I don't know how, because that thing's got 3 triple hook. 3 hold on. 3 treble hooks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Treble hooks.
Right.
Nothing but trouble. Tag and Tail says he's got frog buzz bait, Texas rig drop shot, and square bill or suspended jerk bait.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Matthew Samuel says we got some learning here because all we do is river fish and go to pay lakes here. What are pay lakes? Pay to fish them?
Like Madison County Lake.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you go out there and you pay to whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there used to be a couple down here. Back in, I think it was the 90s, there was a pond somebody opened up to the public on 53 that says, and they were doing radio and stuff like that. They were like, come out here and pay $3. We guarantee you're going to catch a fish.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I would pay $3 to guarantee catch a fish.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know whatever happened to that. It obviously kind of faded and fell through or whatever. But I remember those radio commercials and stuff. It was actually never went, but I thought it was pretty cool.
Chris Mark says that we should always wear glasses and a hat when fishing for flyaway baits. And I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but one, I'm bald, so I always wear a hat anyway. We both wear glasses, but yeah, I have slung some baits back at me like a gunshot.
Oh yeah, like that whole meme on Facebook where Neo is in the Matrix and he's laid back like that. Yeah.
Yep.
It's been some of those where you go and them things are flying, you just kind of and see where you land. You know what I mean?
So my 3 go-to, like if I'm doing any sort of tournament fishing, I have at least 3 rods. And I take more than that, but I really feel like I should just dumb it down and take those 3 rods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't know, making it too complicated, I think. But a worm rod, something super finesse, got lots of tip. I can feel every little thing, right?
Yeah.
Because I fish wacky worm and Texas rig weightless worm a lot. Or something like that. A creature bait, something that I'm trying to just, little type moves, super finesse.
Right.
Medium heavy rod is my middle rod. And that's like my ultra rod. That's the one I use for a lot of things. But the ones that we have are Abu Garcia and Luz, and they're both the ones that I use. They give me that sensitivity to feel the things I need to feel.
Right.
But I typically use that for, rattle traps and crankbaits. And they say to use a medium. That way you don't rip the hook out of a fish's mouth. But I've learned to change my hook set a little bit.
Right.
And then I got a heavy. It's like 7-Eleven, ultra heavy, top water frogging rod. And, depending on where you live, you might not need something that big.
Right.
But down here, especially this year, like the grass never went away. It never got cold enough to kill the grass. So there's an abundance of grass already.
Yeah.
So if you're pulling a 5-pound fish out of that grass, or you hook it and it dives down into that grass.
Right.
I mean, we're talking, 50, 60, 80-pound braid just not to break.
Yeah.
And trying to wrench that thing in. So, yeah, I mean, it's actually the Abu Garcia wench, right? It's a smaller spool, so you get more of that bigger, heavier braid or whatever on there. And that's specifically what it's for, is wrenching those things out of all that heavy-ass grass.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you're going to pull 10 pounds of grass up with that fish if it's any size, if not more than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, you go, damn, I got a monster, and it's a 12-inch fish with fucking 8 pounds of grass on the hook. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Yeah.
And it happens.
It does. Tag and Tail says corn, piece of dough, hot dog. I mean, that sounds like dinner, not fishing. I mean, are you trying to make a fat boy hungry or what, man?
Right. Yeah.
Come on. So that's my go-to, man.
Yeah, man.
Like if I take more than 3 rods, it's typically another finesse or another medium heavy. I only have one heavy rod. I only take it when I have to take it. early spring stuff like that, you can get away with even a finesse rod topwater because there isn't as much vegetation. At least that's my opinion. Yeah. Everybody will argue with me. That's cool. Well, but like I use what I have to use, you know.
Everybody's got their own techniques and their own ways of doing stuff. And that's one of the cool things about what we do here is that, you know, we're talking to a guy right now in Wisconsin and he's talking about what he's using.
Right.
We've got other guys here locally like Chris Marks, Joseph Pope that are telling us what they use and what they like. And it's all, you know, from the beginning, we're talking about we're just here as an average voice for the kayak angler to learn from each other, essentially. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, you know, we're letting you guys know what works for us. We're obviously wanting to learn what may help us and work for you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe we can share some ideas that you haven't thought of. You know what I mean?
I'm not a big proponent of like buying, like I want everybody to go fishing. So if, you know, a $20 rod and reel from Walmart is what gets you out there, great.
Right.
But going along with all that heavy grass and all that thing, Tag and Tails talking about, he tried to explain that to his brother until his brother snapped his pole in half.
Right.
Because he was bringing in 20 pounds of grass.
Right.
Trust me, I've done broke all my cheap rods. Okay. I have learned the more expensive rods, they usually work a little better. Now, don't get me wrong. I've broken an expensive rod too. It happens, but for the most part, like you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
So I've done better with my middle to higher end rods than I have my cheap rods.
It seems to have a little more sensitivity, a little more flexibility.
Yeah.
A little bit like your eyelets and stuff like that. You tag them on a tree, or you tag them on your yak, you tag them on something, they don't break as easily. You know what I mean? Now, I mean, if you just sit there and slam that thing up against a rock, obviously it's probably.
I mean, if you're throwing them in the back of your truck and you don't give a shit about them, like, things are going to happen, right?
Yeah, you're probably going to break it. But
hell, this last weekend I broke the tip off one of them.
Yeah,
and I mean, I wasn't doing anything. I just went to cast, and I don't know if the bait tagged it or nicked it or something, but I broke that top 6 inches off.
Yeah.
Ryan says you can't go wrong. Old school live bait and bobber.
You're right.
You cannot go wrong unless you're fishing a tournament.
Unless you're fishing a tournament, and they do not allow you to do that.
Right. So that's probably one of the biggest reasons we don't go fishing with live bait, because we're trying to practice like we fight and fight like we practice. You know what I mean? Like train like you fight, fight like you train, sort of thing. So we try to use the baits that we are going to be allowed for the tournaments so that we know how to use those baits.
Right. And that's what I think tournament fishing is more about, is trying to make it more competitive in the fact that you're not allowed to use live baits, stuff like that.
Which makes you choose the right bait.
Makes you kind of work a little bit harder at it, learn a little bit more, and of course, competitive all across the board. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't care who you are. Hopefully we get some pros at some point. And I'm not talking pro kayak anglers. I'm talking about type guys. You know what I mean? Just maybe they'll just be like, yeah, I'll come on your show for nothing.
Right.
But I don't think there's any argue with me to say that being a kayak angler doesn't make you a better angler.
No, absolutely.
In general.
Not. No, absolutely not.
You're not driving 20 miles to the next spot because this one ain't working.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you did your homework. You chose a spot. It's tournament day. This is it.
Yeah. You're not going far. No.
I mean, you can hop in the truck and load everything up, and you know what I mean?
Go to a different spot.
For the most part, you're working in an area because you believe that's the area to go to.
Right.
So, I mean, I think it makes you a better angler.
Yeah. I mean, you have to kind of adapt to the environment and the situation that you're in, and try to get those fish to bite where you're at, because you can't just start crank it up and drive, like you said, 10 miles and try another spot in 15 minutes. You know, it doesn't work that way with kayaks. So,
no.
You know, you've really got to do your homework, study a little bit, and take your conditions into in consideration, take what the weather's doing into consideration, and try to figure out, because you know there's going to be fish there.
Right.
I mean, there's fish there.
Maybe it's going to be raining. You want to wear your rain gear. Right. But then at noon, you saw the forecast, it's going to be 90.
Right. Had his little front come in.
Where are you going to put your rain gear when you take it off on your yak?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't just throw it in the dry compartment on your boat. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
A little less space. You know what I mean? So, but yeah.
Chris Mark says he's hard on his rods frogging all summer and rips the ceramic guide out of the
Oh, the eyelet.
yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
I've done that.
I've done quite a bit of that myself.
Mm-hmm. Get excited, man.
I got it repaired, and it works flawlessly now. But they come out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we kind of, as far as show going and stuff like that, we kind of created a script, and we've been kind of all over that script with some of the things about what you guys are talking about. But I'm going to kind of get back to it. We're going to get back to those basics.
Boom.
And
I haven't been doing the whole banners.
It's all good.
I feel like we're all right.
I think we are too.
I feel like we're all right.
I think we're GUD good.
Yeah.
So
what's the basics we're talking about?
We were talking about, Ryan said can't go wrong with live bait in a bobber. Well, I mean, that's pretty basic, right?
That's pretty basic.
So you got we were talking got a couple different styles of bobber here. You know what I mean? You got the plastic one, and then you've got this guy with the styrofoam
and a weight to keep it down, sort of thing.
Yep. I like that a little bit better, and because again,
it doesn't pull your bait.
It doesn't pull your bait. It keeps the bobber upright where you can see it. This guy sometimes will sit there and flop around because it doesn't really know what it's doing. So yeah, absolutely. Hooks, man.
Hooks.
There's a bunch of different styles of hooks.
Scott, listen up. This is terminology 101, son.
Yeah. Bunch of different styles of hooks. You've got what we talked about earlier when we were talking about rigging it up weedless. So
you got a bunch of different kind of hooks, regular hooks, like this what we call off shank,
offset
shank, deep shank hook, right?
Extra wide gap.
And typically one that has it's straight right here instead of curved.
Right.
They call that a worm hook, but I use this kind of hook for everything because I don't like switching hooks.
Right. And you've got different sizes of these guys.
Oh yeah, many different sizes.
You've got a 1/0, 2/0, 3/0, 4/0, 5/0. They all get bigger as the number gets bigger. Okay. So, depending on what bait you're fishing with, if you're going for that snaky style,
right,
you might want to get you a bigger 4 to 5/0 hook. So that hook comes down a little bit further into that bait. If you're fishing 6-inch worm, you know what I mean? You don't want them grabbing at the tail and missing the strike. If you're fishing a shorter style of bait, like a swim bait or something like that, a 3-4 inch swim bait, you might want to go with the shorter style. You know what I mean? So
I think I'm just now remembering that Tag and Tails, he asked what bait I was showing all that hook stuff on earlier.
Yeah.
And that's the Venom DK rig worm.
Yeah.
It's just you buy a pack of these and you get a hook with it. The DK rig. They call the whole thing the DK rig, and they make a bunch of different colors.
Bunch of different colors. Yeah, they got root beer colors.
Venom's Ned rig, if you want to call it that. But Ned rig is Z-Man. DK rig is Venom.
Right.
So, but everybody in the world calls it the Ned rig because that guy, Ned something. He's the one that coined it.
Yeah, he coined it. Just like you call a DeWalt drill.
Yeah, everybody calls everything a
DeWalt. Because whatever, it's not really a DeWalt.
Right.
It's just a cordless drill. Like in electrical, everybody calls them Klons. When the lineman's pliers, they call them Klons because
dikes
or dikes or something like that.
It doesn't matter who makes them; they're dikes.
They're dikes.
Right. They cut wire.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean,
whatever.
So that's kind of the deal with this.
What's the other hook there? Talking to DK.
Yeah. Speaking of DK, you've got your DK hook.
This is it's like a jig hook.
Yeah.
Right. It's got weight to it.
Right.
Something to help bring your bait down.
Right.
Quicker.
Right.
Maybe you're fishing in a boat tournament, not a kayak tournament. You're moving relatively fast. You got to add some weight to get that thing down in the strike zone quicker.
Right.
Or heavy vegetation.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. And the coolest thing about this is that it's off shank and you can rig it weedless. You can't do that with the Z-Man Ned rig.
No, you freaking can't.
You cannot do that. So thought that was pretty cool. Venom kind of trademarked something there with that.
You got a jig hook.
Yep.
Well, that was the next thing. One of the next things we were talking about, wasn't it?
Yep.
I think I super glued this on. I did. I'm just tearing this bait up. Get off me.
Get off me.
That's a hook, but it's got serious weight to it.
Yep.
And it's got an underspin. I mean, it's still just a hook.
Right.
But we call this a jig hook or an underspin hook.
Yep.
Right.
And the difference between that and that is that this has got the little silver
swim bait hook.
Yep. It's got the willow leaf guy that kind of triples around. That's why people call it underspin, because if it's coming through the water, it's coming through the water like that. And this willow leaf is down here kind
Looks
of
like a little baby fish underneath.
kind of spinning. Yep. And it's really cool though, because especially in the sunlight, if you bring it up a little bit, maybe 2 to 3 feet, and your water's halfway clear, you'll see that trickle of light.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And that's what they see. They come up there. Yep.
See the glimmer, and they feel that little bit of thump that thing makes.
Yeah. So it makes a little bit of a in the water, if you will, and that gets their attention. They come up there to investigate it. Ooh, that looks good. I'm gonna eat it. Chomp.
Yep. Chris Mark's throwing a good point. You know, if maybe even if you're sitting in a kayak, but you're sitting in faster moving water, trying to catch them smallies just below the dam. You know,
right.
That water's moving.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to add some weight to get that thing where you want it.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just gonna stay on the top.
Otherwise, it's just gonna go down river.
It's just gonna sit there and float. It's not gonna drop. You know what I mean?
So you're gonna catch as a tree bass.
Yeah. Or rock bass. Or maybe even the back end of your kayak.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we got with bobbers, we got with jig heads, we got with hooks.
This is just a different version of a jig head. I don't even know if y'all can see it. It's just a little crappie jig head.
Yeah.
It's like a 1/32 ounce or 1/16 ounce. I can't remember. Super small.
Super small. Yeah.
White, kind of flexible plastic body to go with it, but that's good for crappie or small panfish. I like throwing these on when I'm with the kids, because I mean, I don't care if there's bass around, and you know, sometimes bass are finicky, but damn, will eat almost anything.
Speaking of,
right?
Didn't you catch one like this past weekend?
That brim smashed that shiner, dude. It choked it. The brim smashed that 4.5 inch shiner. The whole thing was in its mouth.
Yeah.
Brim.
Yeah.
Sunfish, bluegill, whatever you want to call it.
Little bitty guy.
Check out my Instagram my Facebook for the pictures.
Dude.
But yeah, I mean, it swallowed that thing. It was hungry.
Yeah. The fish's mouth couldn't be much bigger than that bait.
We're froze.
Oh, we'll be right back with
you.
But the fish's mouth couldn't be much bigger than that bait. You know what I mean? And I was like, what? What did you just do? And he did, man. Check out the pictures. Jeremy Coughlin Fishing. Instagram, Facebook. It's pretty wild that he caught that on that bait. That little brim on that bait.
I don't know if they saw it, because we were froze when we said it. So
he caught a brim
on that shiner that we talked about earlier.
On our Venom Tackle Highlight bait of the week.
4.5 inch green shiner.
Green shiner.
Yeah.
4.5 inch buzz shad green shiner.
Buzz shad.
Yep.
Green shiner. Yeah, it killed it.
Smashed it.
I'm talking the whole damn sunfish was as big as my hand.
Yeah.
And it swallowed that thing in its tiny little mouth. It was wanting it.
He had trouble getting it to take the hook out. I mean, it was a little bit of a process for you to do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just amazed. I was like, hey man, you can't make this stuff up. You know what I mean?
It wanted it. It was hungry, and I was like, damn, all right.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little baby bass. No, it was a damn brim.
Yeah. Yeah.
It depends on where you live in the country. They call it brim, call it bluegill, sunfish. They're all sunfish. And as Mr. Matt Coughlin learned, he said that all them baby bass I caught the weekend prior, he says up here we call them rock bass. And I said, well, down here, rock bass is a real thing.
Yeah. There is a rock bass around here.
Yeah.
They got red in their eyes.
It's a cross between brim and crappie. It's like a crappie looks like a smallmouth. Red eyes and stuff. Yeah.
Rock bass are actually a thing here. Yeah.
They're super aggressive.
Yeah, they are. They're
fun to catch. They just don't get very big.
They're definitely feisty.
What else is on that list of terminology?
And you do catch them on rocks. little rock bass. The last thing we got on the back to the basics is sinkers or weights. You know what I mean? You're talking about having that fast current. You're going to need some weight. If you can use that DK rig to have the weight, or if you're going to go with a Texas style, right?
Right.
You can use like a bullet style weight. I know it's probably hard for you guys to see this. There's a bunch of different styles of weights, different weights of them, different, I don't know how better to say
So
that.
they got lead weights, they got
heavier
tungsten weights.
Yeah.
Lots of different sizes.
Yep. They have 1/8 ounce, 16 ounce. They've got 1/4 ounce, 1/2 ounce, in different.
Whatever you're trying to do, they have a weight for it.
You got 1 ounce big.
Even got it gets super bad vegetation.
If you're going catfishing, okay, let's say you're not big into bass fishing. You want to get into catfishing or whatever, and you need to get down there all the way down there, 40 feet down there at the bottom where them bottom feeders are. You can tie your line up with 1 ounce or 2 ounce, or you can put them different, put them together, make them 2 ounce, put them apart from each other, a foot, whatever, however you want to work it, man. Your possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To get that thing down there. And tie them on just straight on. They've got a little eyelet on them. You tie it to your hook, and then you bring your hook down here to your line, and you bring your hook down here. And you got your chicken liver or your small little bait fish or live bait, whatever you're trying to use as bait.
The only time I ever been catfishing, all I needed was a hook, a line, a rod, and some hot dog.
Yeah. I'm just not big into catfishing. I'm just not big into it.
I'm talking, they weren't even on the bottom. As soon as that thing hit the water, they were top water smashing that thing.
Yeah.
Could have been a grape.
Yeah.
Could have been some cantaloupe.
They're bottom feeder.
It didn't matter. They were bullfish, whatever.
Yeah.
Bullhead catfish. And at that lake in Iowa, it didn't matter. People just, they just knew people were going to have stuff get thrown in the lake.
Right.
And they ate everything that went in it.
Right.
It was amazing.
Yeah. To me, it's, I don't know, man. I don't like that style of fishing. It's not my thing. You know what I mean?
Catfishing is slower. I won't say it's completely slow, but it's slower, right?
Yeah,
you kind of throwing something out and you just kind of, you're kind of waiting, and then you check on your bait, make sure it's still there. Somebody didn't steal it.
Right.
But I'm a little more active.
Yeah. I want to go actively try to search and try to catch, and you know what I mean? So, to me, it's just, frankly, it's boring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, on the water is always a good thing.
I agree.
I think I could enjoy catfishing if I had a cooler full of beer or something. You know what I mean? Whatever.
It.
But if I'm fishing,
right.
I don't think I can see myself doing a catfish tournament.
No. I would be drunk by the time the tournament was
We
over.
wouldn't find the weigh-in.
No. Be done.
Oh, yeah, they have those.
They have those.
They have them all over the place.
Yeah. Catfish tournaments is a real deal.
Sometimes it's usually night tournaments, ain't it?
Yeah.
Chris Mark says his ADD doesn't like catfishing. I'm there with you, man.
That's the thing, man.
Honestly, I don't like finesse fishing, just because you just it's tournament, right? You're you know what I mean? I gotta catch fish. I gotta catch fish. I gotta catch fish. It's so hard to slow down and finesse fish.
Yeah. It is.
So hard.
It is. Your brain goes into hyperspeed. You know what I mean? You're trying to think of what can I do to beat these 75 other guys that are in the NACA tournament with me.
Right.
And then to have to stop and slowly jerk a bait. You know what I mean? I'm slowing down for the dramatic aspect of it. But anyway, that's kind of how it is.
How'd that go?
Slowing down. Yeah, it kind of is, man. So yeah, it does. It just messes with you.
I don't feel like I counted the right count.
Oh, what'd you do? A little higher than you normally do?
No, a little lower than that. I think I was a little quick on the draw.
Oh, was you now?
Yeah.
A little quick draw McGraw over here?
Yeah. Old Tag and Tails has a catfish video too.
Check him out.
Hey, Tag and Tails, do you know who loves new canoe? Hunters. Because they have blinds made just for the new canoe, Frontier 12.
Absolutely. The heaviest weight capacity in the kayak market.
Boom.
650 pounds. on an F12. You can put your 200-pound deer or whatever, you know what I mean?
Let's hope it's 200 pounds.
Right. Your 200-pound butt and
Shit, I wish I was 200 pounds.
okay, let's say you're 250-pound butt.
Closer to 3.
And then another 200 pounds of gear. And you're still floating.
You can do in a new canoe.
That's exactly right.
Old Bubba started that.
Old Bubba. Old Bubba.
Attaboy.
Call me out. I like it. I like it.
So, yeah. Hopefully you got some new terminology for the beginners.
Yeah.
So you know what a hook is, you know what a
Scott
bobber
Hines.
is. Yeah.
Paying attention there, buddy. We love you up there. We're trying to help you out down here. You know
That's
what
right.
I mean?
That's right.
Want everybody to get out there with the weather and hook one.
I know how Scott is, though. You know,
You've known him for all your life.
Scott is kind of like me when it comes to wanting to, like, okay, if I'm gonna do something,
I'm gonna go all in.
I need to know how to really do it. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like I'm not doing this half-ass.
Yeah.
And then bitching because it ain't working.
Right.
Like if I know everything there is to know, then I have no excuse, right? I just suck at it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, I feel like at some point he's getting the kids are wanting to go fishing. He's taking them fishing. At some point, he's just going to start really learning.
Yeah.
Like if you're interested in your kids having fun, then you have to learn. Otherwise, they can't learn.
Here's the deal, and I've lived my life by this motto: you can read and research and do as much as you can do in all your off time that you can, but there is no substitution for experience.
No, I agreed.
You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Getting
you know how to do or what not to do,
right?
Unless you research it and go try it. You know what I mean? Maybe you've been trying it for 20 years and you ain't never watched a YouTube video.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you pull up YouTube and there's 50 kids or 50 people doing it 50 different ways. And you're like, shit, I didn't even know I could do all that.
Right. And you go out there and try it. And I think everybody has their own style of fishing. You know what I mean? Fishing to me is an individual thing. Like I like a certain style. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm more confident in certain ways. I feel like with the way I view things, the way I see things, the way I interact with people or with things or whatever, I've got my own little style, my own little personality, my fishing personality, if you will.
There you go.
You know what I mean? You've got yours. And for
mine's all business.
And when people start getting into fishing, they will discover their own fishing personality. And they will start to like certain things, certain ways, and they'll become better at certain aspects of it. You know what I mean? So it's all about getting out there, doing some research, learning what you can learn, and then, going out there and doing it, and then learning from what you do.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? Get out there and just for the first 30 minutes, or maybe fish for the first hour if you're getting out there at sunlight. Okay. All right. See what you can catch, see what you can do. And then at the dead periods, because we all know that there's dead periods in fishing.
Of course.
Most
of this is periods where you ain't doing the right thing.
You know what I mean? Well,
there's a lot of times where I ain't doing the right thing and I'm not catching it.
Okay, let's say it's summertime and it's freaking 11, 12 o'clock. Most of the time.
Oh yeah, that's a dead period for sure.
Fish are they're hot. They're not. Yeah, they're not really. They're not. Yeah. They're lethargic. They're not.
They're like the fat kid of fishing.
Exactly. Okay.
They're like 2 steps and they're like, I ain't working that hard.
Good. I'm gonna go over here and hang out by this plant and breathe some oxygen, or that's whatever, So take that bait, take that time while you're out there on the water in that dead period, if you will, and work that thing in shallow water and see what it does. See what your hand twitches and see what it makes that bait do. Maybe try something different. Go ahead. What?
Get close to your mic.
Oh, y'all can't hear me?
Yeah, I feel like you're in a tunnel because you're way
back here like this?
Yeah.
Oh.
Pull the mic closer to you
My
so you
bad.
don't have to, but yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to hear you, bro.
Yeah, that's all good.
They want to hear you.
I apologize.
You speaking truth.
Yeah. Well, hopefully. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, get out there and during that dead period and take that bait and work it different ways and see what that bait does, because
100%.
That is what is going to catch the fish.
I can watch, YouTubes all day and see people do things 2, 3, 4 different ways.
Right.
And I'm like, man, I'm gonna try that. That is gonna catch fish. And then I get out there and I do it,
Right.
and that don't catch fish. You know what I mean? Just because it worked for them doesn't mean it worked for you in those conditions, those water conditions, those temps, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So to me, it's important to try to figure out what I can make this bait do. You know what I mean? I have my own little idiosyncrasies. I have my own little ways. I have my own little twitches. I have my own little natural, whatever, you know.
And people have like a natural, like they may not know zero about doing a swim bait.
Right.
But they throw it on there and they're willing to try, and they have no idea how to work their rod, how to work their reel.
Right.
I mean, I could stand here and tell you all day, but until you do it, like you just got to see what it does yourself, right?
And feel it and see what you can make that thing do. You know what I mean? So, I mean, to me, that's a huge part of fishing is you knowing what you can make that bait do. Once you learn that, you can start learning different techniques and stuff like that. What are you laughing about over there, man?
Chris Mark says microphones.
Microphones?
Just like eating banana.
Yeah.
Bring it to you. Don't go get it.
Oh, hey, that's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one.
That was funny. Yeah.
We even got laughs from the crowd out here, man.
Tag and Tail says, I need a new canoe.
You do need a new canoe.
Gonna hook me up when you get there? And I was like, I'm sitting here reading it. And I'm like, I ain't there. Look, I'm in a new canoe. I can't get you a deal on a new canoe myself, but I know a guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go see Tony Dean at the kayak store, or
right.
You know, you're in Wisconsin, so I mean, I don't know how that works out, but
go on newcanoe.com and they'll ship it to you.
Yeah, I mean, they will. So will Tony, right?
Tony
Everything's
will do it
for a price.
Yeah.
What's the best price? I don't know.
I don't know.
Get on Facebook Marketplace and look for a used one.
That's exactly what I would do. That's exactly what I would do. Get on Facebook Marketplace, try to find a F12 New Canoe Frontier F12 used. Around here, I've seen them as low as $1,000.
Yeah.
You know,
I've seen them less than 1,000, even with stuff on it.
$800, $900, $1,000.
Yeah, yeah.
That rig will cost you new $1,500, $1,600. So
Tag and Tail says at Chris, he just visualized that.
Oh yeah,
yeah, the banana.
The banana.
Mm-hmm. Motherfucker! Let's go. Huh?
I don't know.
Yeah. He says he loves learning new techniques. He loves watching new people fish and seeing new techniques.
See, that's what's
I love watching new people new to fishing.
That's what's up.
Because, I mean, people do some weird stuff when they don't know what to do. And sometimes weird stuff works. You know what I mean? I mean, hell, bro, that guy ain't gonna catch nothing.
Look at. Hang on, I need to get a refresh on my beer. Hang on, I got a story.
Hurry up! I gotta hear this.
It's awesome.
Anyway, Melinda asked a very, very hard question. While you're getting your beer, think about this.
Okay.
What are your top 5 Venom lures? And they can't any one be the same.
You're going to have to give me till next week to do this.
This is a homework question.
This is a homework assignment from Iowa crew. But my story, right quick.
Let's hear it.
I think it was the first time that Shannon went with us fishing.
Yeah.
It was this year. It was kind of chilly. It was early spring.
Okay.
We were out there fishing. It was cold. I'm going to be honest. It was cold. The wind was.
It gets cold in the morning in Alabama.
The wind was whipping. And Miss Amanda over here was the only one that caught a fish that day.
Yo, she whooped our ass.
She beat our ass that whole day.
Yeah.
She got like a 3-pound largemouth.
Oh, it was great.
Oh, it was awesome. So, I mean, and she's newer to fishing. She hasn't been. How long have you been fishing?
No, she's been saltwater fishing.
Huh? Saltwater. I mean, like bass fishing. When she was 8 years old.
Okay. I mean, she's from West Virginia, son.
Yeah.
That's how they do things.
Well, she's new to me being around her fishing. How about that? She's new to us. She's new to Twisted Hooks.
I mean,
okay.
She won't touch a fish, but she'll catch them.
Yeah. You touch it on a plate when it's cooked? Got you. Okay. That way it can't flop around.
She's like David. She needs the Michael
glove?
Jackson glove. She don't like touching, even though their teeth are just like sandpaper. She don't like touching it.
Yeah.
So
they're like 120 grit sandpaper.
David wears a glove.
Well, it wasn't a bass.
That wasn't a bass. It was a sauger. However you say it.
Sauger. That's what I say, sauger.
That son of a bitch had teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when we went fishing in Iowa,
And that's where it was at.
Yeah. No.
I didn't say don't stick your thumb in its mouth if it's got fucking teeth.
Grab it by the gills.
But if it's a bass, like it don't have teeth. It's got sandpaper.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like the lot lizard at the truck stop.
Right.
It ain't got teeth.
Gumming it.
She'll let you know she's there. You know what I mean?
She's gumming.
Huh? No.
No.
I don't. You could. There's plenty of guys that do stick
more than their fingers in their
fingers. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we're going off course real bad, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
Ryan, I ain't sticking my finger in no damn shark mouth either.
No.
Yeah, we caught them. We held them by the body.
Yeah.
They're strong. Even the little guys are strong.
Well, I mean, they swim in current all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they got to be. They're all muscle. But if it's a fish that you can handle, okay, grab it by the gill plate, squeeze it, and then do what you need to do with either pliers or whatever. You know what I mean?
Here's a beginner tip for everyone.
For everybody?
Everybody.
Everybody.
No matter what kind of fish it is.
Come on to Alabama slang. Where's
feel
everybody
me?
at?
No matter what kind of fish it is. If you don't know how to hold a fish, start at its head and work your hand back and grab it.
Yeah.
Because damn near every fish. Now I'm sure somebody can throw one in there. That ain't the case. But damn near every fish, their spines fold, from the back up.
Yeah.
They all fold back because they're used to swimming. They all fold back. You know what I mean? So if you run your hand back along its head, you can grab that sumbitch.
Just make sure those fins up at the top are folded down.
So I learned that about catfish, the bullheads, like them whiskers or whatever.
Oh yeah.
They have like spines in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit hurt.
Yeah. It's like
I
a nail
got in my hand a few times, more than I should have to learn how to hold catfish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
They've got a little poison in that
young.
tip right
there.
there.
Yeah, it's no good.
Yeah.
But
very big.
Start from the head back.
Yeah, 100%.
Even on a shark, you can start from the head back because their mouth is on the bottom.
Right.
But I wouldn't put my hand up by its head. All I'm saying is start at the forward part of the fish and move towards the backward part of the fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, she did.
There's a true beginner tip.
She beat our ass the whole day. The whole day long.
I mean, she caught one fish. We didn't catch any.
We didn't catch any.
She beat us all day long.
All day long. Yep.
It's not the first time. I agree.
So yeah, different techniques.
It's not the first time
that's that
beginner luck either.
That's that fishing personality. You know what I mean? That everybody has. They have they develop that. You know what I mean? So, you've got your own style, and sometimes that works. You know what I mean? It's great. It's awesome. That's what I love about fishing.
Scott Atkins says, horned by a cat is very painful.
Yes,
sir.
100%.
What the hell's a bulkhead, Melinda? That's the wall between the forward part of something and the backward part of something.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I think she meant bullhead.
And she did mean bullhead. I'm just giving her shit.
Oh.
Bullhead at the what's the lake?
I don't know.
The one that we always went camping and swimming and stuff all the time.
Is that the one we went to?
Black Hawk? I think it's Lake Black Hawk. I don't know. They'll tell me.
Yeah.
Ryan will tell me. I don't remember. But yeah, it was nothing but catfish in that thing.
Yeah. Is that the one that we went to?
No.
No, different deal?
No, that was Little Wall Lake.
Little Wall. Yeah. Yeah.
Where there's no fish.
There is no fish in that lake. I mean, there may be three.
There's no fish.
There may be three. You know what I mean? We fished that thing for like 4 days straight.
Black Hawk.
Yeah.
Walk into the club like, what up? I got a Black Hawk. Yeah.
But it's crickets. That was good. That was good. That was good.
I got to be quicker on the buttons over here. I got to learn how to do this expensive ass thing that I got.
I'll help you out over there, bro. If you can't.
I mean, you stick your hand down here, people are going to think you're doing something else.
I mean, they'll hear the noises.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll hear noises.
Yeah, all right. I have a crazy gorilla going off around here.
Lower.
Lower, baby. Lower. A little to the left.
Tag and Tail says your fishing spot's so secret, the fish don't know about it.
Exactly.
I mean, there you go. I'm going to use that.
I mean, that's the
That's what I'm going to use.
that little hawk or whatever the hell that lake was we were at a few years ago up in Iowa. The fish didn't even know that lake existed.
Right.
There may have been 3 fish in that whole lake.
Well,
You caught one of them.
That's why there's no fish there, though, because Ryan and Melinda just alluded to.
They dredged it, didn't they?
Yeah, they dredged it because there was dead bodies found in it. They found a car, dead bodies. So they dredged to make sure there was no other Italian mafia hits going on in the middle of nowhere, Iowa.
Shut the front door.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy committed suicide, drove into a lake, and he was in the lake. They found dead bodies in the lake.
So they dredged
it, and it's now recouping, but they destroyed that lake.
Yeah, they couldn't put the fish back in the lake.
They didn't take the fish out of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they sucked everything out, and now there's nothing left there. They're just waiting for it to grow on its own, evolution.
I guess so. They had an atomic bomb style go off in this lake, man. It was just nothing. Done. Finito.
Right.
Finished.
Ryan, if we come back to Iowa, or I shouldn't say if, when we come back to Iowa, I've been told we need to go to Brushy Creek.
I heard that the last time we were up there.
Yeah, from Rob. Rob and
said,
I think there's been some other people have been like, Brushy Creek is on, right? He caught pike or muskie, one of the two. He caught bass. He got all kinds of stuff. All I'm saying is there's fish there. That's where we should go.
Yeah.
Lowell, they ain't got no fish.
And if we come back up there, hopefully I get to go. I want to go back to that pond.
Oh, Matt's dad's pond.
Yes.
That's my dream pond.
100%. That was epic.
That's the weirdest pond I've ever fished, though.
It is. It's kind of odd.
How did we only catch bass?
We didn't.
Day one.
Oh.
She caught a sauger day one, but other than that, we caught bass, right? We went back day 2, and the first 4 fish that I caught and first 3 baits that I got lost were because of pike.
Yeah.
I didn't see a pike the whole day before.
One of the coolest experiences I've had bass fishing was on that little pond, or little lake, whatever you want to call it. It was cool as shit. I could see there's huge grass clumps, if you will, that are coming up. You know what I mean? They're kind of sporadic and they're kind of clumpy.
Right.
Okay.
That's because that's where fish poop. It fertilizes it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll go with that. You know what I mean? And then you've got these clear spots. You know what I mean? So you're pulling your bait through, right? And you get into this opening clear spot, like kind of down here in Gunnersville. You got those old pockets.
Yeah, you got to throw in the hole.
Yeah, throw in the hole. You know what I mean? And then I see this fish, probably a 3.5 pound largemouth, just coming up into the water. I mean, I could see the whole hit. I could see the whole strike. I could see it grab it.
Oh, the water was clear.
It's clear as shit.
That's because of all the grass.
Yeah. So I could see that whole thing coming up and happening. And when it grabbed it, I gave it a second, of course, as you normally should do to make sure it's got it, set the hook, and it was just on. But you don't get those type of experiences very often.
No.
Where you see the fish come and hit the lure and all that jazz. Man, it was awesome.
Ryan says, yes, sir, you got a couple.
Yeah.
Carson,
Yeah.
11 years old,
Yeah.
ain't been fishing but a minute. Caught his personal best there, 3.5 pounder.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Pond fishing is where it's at. That's all I'm saying. Like, we can go to the big pond, the big lakes, and do all the big fish and all that stuff. But man,
That pond
ponds are great.
Yeah.
That's what got me into it, right?
Yeah.
We fished in a pond we weren't even supposed to be fishing.
Right.
Little did I know that I was, I don't know, like 8 feet away from a sign that says no fishing. I was so excited to see water and go fishing, I didn't even see the sign.
Right.
But caught one of the biggest fish of my life.
Yeah, it's probably an 8 pounder.
It hooked me for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hooked me.
That was probably about a 7-8 pound fish.
Ryan, you need to get with this man and make a YouTube video.
What are we talking about over there?
I mean, dude's in Wisconsin, Ryan's in Iowa.
Yeah.
They both like hunting and fishing and blah, blah, blah. They need to get together.
Yeah.
They need to film some shit, catching some fish, smacking some tail, doing whatever you do.
Right.
Yeah.
Taking some time, enjoying the outdoors, man.
Ryan, when we go ice fishing, I have a trick that I learned from a pro, and I ain't never been ice fishing, and hopefully it helps us get on fish better.
The whole antifreeze trick?
Antifreeze.
Yep.
Fish finder full of antifreeze.
Antifreeze.
It's not illegal. You know what's illegal? Anything other than missionary with your brother in West Virginia. But where'd it go?
There you go.
There it is. Just caught your first. Is that bass at 8 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's one of those.
Crickets.
Yeah, that's no good. Anyway.
So
we love getting people together.
Yeah.
We love getting people together, go fishing, hunting, whatever.
Enjoying the outdoors, man. You know what I mean? It's family time. You go out there and have a good time.
Rob won his first race in the Twisted Hooks car, bro.
You have lost. You're shitting me.
No,
right now.
right there. Look what he says.
Won my first race in Twisted Hooks ride.
That's right, son.
Please post that.
Boom. Throw that on Twisted Hooks page, bro.
Please share that. That's awesome.
Ryan, tell Rob. I can't type right now. Tell Rob, post that on our page.
Please do.
That's cool.
It's super cool.
So cool, man. I dig it. Chris Mark sent some pictures.
Yeah, he did.
What is taking my things? So get off the Wi-Fi. Let's go to Verizon.
Oh, check that out.
Boy, he did some offshore fishing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful. What kind of fish is that?
Is that grouper?
I don't know. It's like
it's redfish.
No, that ain't redfish. Redfish is brown with a spot at the tail.
Marks, let us know what type of fish you sent.
Chris Marks. It's a beautiful fish, man.
Tell
us what up. I don't know. Can you see it?
Oh, probably.
Boom. Look at the size of that guy. What kind of fish is it? Throw it in the comments.
I don't know. I've yet in my life to be saltwater fishing.
You want to drink with us? I mean, we don't need another reason to drink.
No. we've got plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red snapper. There you go.
Yeah.
Red snapper.
That's awesome.
That's a beautiful, beautiful group of fish that you got on there.
Yeah. Nice ones.
I'm jealous.
Big ones.
Like, I've only been saltwater fishing, offshore fishing once.
Yeah.
I fished in the brackish water and stuff like that as well, but offshore,
I lied.
one time.
I lied. Me and my buddy Jeremiah went down to his dad's place in Florida. We fished upon Island Sound, which is not deep sea fishing. It is ocean fishing. It is saltwater fishing. We were only in about 6, 8, maybe 10 feet of water.
Okay.
And you didn't
get
in
the sound, right?
Yeah, just in the sound.
I mean,
we didn't get out until
that's saltwater.
It is saltwater. I mean, my boy Jeremiah hooked into something huge. I mean, this thing was.
Shit, yeah, you better bring some apple pie with you.
We're not talking about the food. No. You come down this way, I'll get you a good.
They're going to be here in September. They're coming down.
Tag and tail?
No, Ryan, Melinda, and the kids.
Yeah, I get. Yeah.
He said he's bringing some apple pie with him.
Yeah, I hope so.
I mean, party on, Garth.
Party on, Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we're frozen again.
So yeah, we went fishing in Pine Island Sound. You were still wavy, you know what I mean, but it wasn't like that deep sea fishing type of wave or whatever. And Jeremiah hooked into something huge. I have no idea what it was.
Monster.
It was a monster. You could see like a 6-foot gray shadow just cruising around.
That's a shark, son. That's a shark.
Whatever it was. Okay.
Yeah.
And
if it's gray and it's a shadow.
Yeah, it was huge. And his line said, zzz, pow.
Right.
And that was the end of it. It was just like that. And that thing never checked up, bro.
Ryan, I tell you what, you bring the sublimes, we'll bring the clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the time you come down, we'll have a stock of it.
I got you covered. We got you covered.
Yeah.
We got you covered.
Yeah. We'll have it set.
You have the first. You bring the first half. We'll bring the second.
Do you remember on? Is it Second Creek or Anderson Creek? One of them the guys. We did that. You threw a rattle trap It did the same thing.
Yes.
Pow!
Yes,
Or
that
was it me? Was it me or you? I don't remember. I think we both did it. Tell you the truth.
Yeah, I know I did.
But something
that was right at dusk.
Yeah.
It was right at
Just
dusk.
as the sun was going down.
Yes.
Like, oh my God, I got a monster.
We just came off or something like that. Maybe we were bank fishing. I don't remember. I remember standing on the damn boat ramp.
Yeah.
And just casting with a rattle trap as far as I could. And I started reeling in, and then wham! And I start reeling, and it zzz, pow. Just like that. Don't know what that was. All I know is it was heavy, and it didn't last very long. You know what I mean?
No, it was zip pow.
And that's about it.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're on like 12-pound line.
Yeah.
Tag and Tail says get some cherry pie as well. Yum.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know much about cherry pie, but my wife still got the box that the cherry came in.
Yeah.
I don't got that.
There we go.
He says so good.
Cherries. I got a buddy of mine that's talking about what Ryan was talking about on his apple pie there. Got a buddy of mine who's got some cherries that was soaked in that stuff. Yeah. A couple weeks ago.
Let's get it on.
And it was really good.
It was really
good.
Hell yeah.
It was good.
Weren't we talking about a new way to rig a bait earlier?
You talking about the new Venom deal?
No. It's like a new way to rig, it's wired to fish. Put the video on, but I'm pretty sure it was some Z-Man dude. But I'm gonna show you how to do it with the Venom.
All right.
Remember what it's called?
No.
The Tiny Child.
The Tiny Child. That's it. You were talking about that earlier.
We all know a tiny child. But hey, check it out. For all you Ned rig guys, this is the Venom worm on the DK rig. Okay. But we're gonna go weightless with a 3-aught Venom hook. Okay. Boop. Work that through.
Just like you normally would.
Just like we did earlier. The Texas rig style. Right? Now.
So what's different here, bro?
Well, look. Check it out. These guys. No, it's the Tiny Child, Scott. It's the tiny
Not the small child.
Anyway. This is for guys who like to Ned rig. But they're doing it in like timber and structure and things where when it's upside down, you got the weight and you pull, it's getting hooked behind stuff and it's getting lassoed around tree limbs and stuff like that. What the problem is?
Nothing.
Okay. So this is a new way. Instead of having the weighted hook at the top to bring it down, you hook it Texas rig style like you normally would. Now, I don't have a peg weight, but people can use a screw, just a normal, like hardware screw.
Yep.
I'm gonna work it in here.
Work it, boy.
I gotta spit on it. It's a little tight. But check this out.
Oh, it's all sticky.
Can you feel the suspense?
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. The weight now is at the back of that little worm, pulling it straight down through the timber and all the things. And the weight is what's pegging it to the bottom.
Right. Ting.
And your line, if you keep just the slightest amount of tension on it, keeps it standing up. So it falls down through the tree branches and you pull it right back up the way it came without lassoing around the tree branches. That is the Tiny Child.
I've got to try that.
Ryan says that's what she says.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe to you, buddy. It's not what she said to me last night.
This must be an inside joke that I don't.
I mean, I don't know. She, in general, talking about If she's talking about your junk like that,
It's your
that's
tiny
what
child.
she says.
She says that's your tiny child.
Tiny child. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, that's nowhere near what she said.
Yeah. So, all right, Tag and Tails, for you being a Ned Rig guy.
There you go.
That is the new-ish style to rig your Ned Rig style bait for going in heavy timber.
I mean, and as I'm wiggling this guy around, you can see the weight in the tail of it. You know what I mean? That's going to just make it flutter down and kind of just sit in the water like that.
Yeah, Chris Mark says a finish nail works great on weightless
Finish nail.
Senkos to give it a little action. I agree. Anything to give it weight. I just didn't have a peg weight here with me, so I used a screw. I've
Right.
done that fishing.
I would rather use
A
a
nail.
screw than a finish nail, in my opinion, because the screw, when it goes into the plastic, it kind of creates that. Well, the screw,
Yeah, it
you know what I
keeps
mean?
it in there a little
You keep,
bit
yeah,
better. I've lost plenty of peg weights too,
yeah,
and
You
they
know,
have those, ridges that are supposed to keep them in the plastic.
yeah,
I've lost plenty just for casting.
right.
So I mean, whatever works for you, but
Right.
you're just trying to get weight in the bottom,
In the
of,
bottom of it,
the worm
right,
to get it to fall straight with the line. Now,
right.
granted, I'll be the first to say all the videos I watched of people doing this, and I watched quite a few today. And Scott Adkins actually sent me the thing, and I'm like, yeah, I just watched videos of that. But he was like, yeah, check this out. Have you ever seen this? And I was like, today I've seen it. But you don't have near the amount of action.
No, it's more
It's straight down. You're trying to get it down in the strike zone through all the trees and all the stuff,
Grass, whatever.
obstruction, and
Yeah.
you're just trying to, you're just trying to get somebody's attention.
dangle,
And you don't get somebody's attention, you're able to pull it back out without getting hooked
right.
on a tree.
A little more
So,
dingle in the
That's all
dangle.
there is.
Yeah, a little more dingle in the dangle. You know what I mean?
Scott says he's trying that this weekend.
I'm ready to try it.
I mean, this time of year, they're in the grass,
Or in
they're under structure,
Yep.
they're somewhere around oxygen or shade.
Yep.
One of the two.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, if you're fishing around some laydowns or something, I feel like that's a pretty good bait.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I would do something like this with the Venom Better Beaver or something, maybe a little more creature-ish.
Right.
But I mean, I feel like I would get bit on that.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Get venom.
Get bit,
Get
son.
bit. That's right. Hell yeah.
So, Tag and Tail says little dingle in the dangle.
That's right. A little dingle in the dangle.
I mean, there ain't a lot of dingle in the dangle. It's just a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all you need is
Just
a little.
enough to get a bite.
Yep. All you need is a little.
Yeah.
Little dingle in the dangle.
Hey, since we're talking about venom lures and we got all this stuff up here, do you remember our discount code? Anybody out there? Throw in the comments if you remember that you can only get here.
At
Let's
Twisted
share it
Hooks.
to our other friends.
That's right.
Huh?
Especially with Tag and Tail. I think he might be able to take
Tag and
advantage
Tail.
of
You need to try some venom, son.
that. Yeah.
Look,
So what is it, guys? Scott Atkins, you've been with us since day one. And we appreciate the hell out of you for
come
that.
on, he got to know.
I know you know.
Got to know. Come on, Scott. Tell us.
He's going to get in there all nice and soft and sweet to you.
Huh?
I know you know. Come on now. What's it got? He's like, I don't
he's
remember.
Like, shit, I don't know.
I don't fucking
I don't
remember.
buy venom.
Yeah. I didn't bought that shit.
Huh? It is
What is it?
Twisted Hooks. No, Get Twisted.
Get Twisted.
We got two. We got
two of them. And
We got two.
I get them mixed up in my head. I'm gonna be
Get
honest.
Twisted.
Get Twisted.
All
at Venom.
caps.
All caps at Venom.
Yeah.
It'll get you 10%.
No, Twisted 15 is our Catch Some Relief.
Catch some relief.
Catch Some
with-
Relief
with
is
Trinity over there.
Twisted Hooks 15,
Yep.
which is 15% off any order.
So Tag and Tail, when you're out
Get
there.
Twisted, all caps, 10% off all the Venom stuff.
That's right. So Tag and Tail, when you're out there and you're in Wisconsin, you're out there doing your thing and you start to get tired and your legs hurt and your feet hurt. Check out some of this Catch Some Release stuff.
That's
man.
right. That's right.
It's CBD products. It's legal. You know what I mean? It doesn't have any THC in it. And the stuff works, man.
Hey, yo,
we
look.
used it.
This guy and me have been through wildly different paths of lives.
Yeah, indeed.
And we have come together. But we both hurt a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For
Yeah.
different reasons.
Right.
Wildly different reasons, but we both hurt a lot.
Right.
The stuff works.
Yeah.
Okay. We both have security clearances, and it's stuff that we're not worried about using.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So catch some relief
Yeah.
is it's what
Catch some relief.
natural. It's natural.
Yeah, it's all natural.
Natural. Jesus.
I mean, it happens.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
THC.
No, none. It's
No.
not going to pop up on drug tests or anything like that.
No.
But
Now,
it
if
does,
you want some THC, you just go there and buy the weed.
Right.
But if you want some of this that's for inflammation
right,
or
especially
anxiety
too.
Okay.
It definitely works with anxiety. Definitely works on inflammation. Most of the time, the root cause of pain that you have is that it's inflamed. Okay, so it reduces the inflammation, helps you feel better. I personally, I know Jeremy's used it.
Yeah.
It worked for him.
Dig it.
Yeah, I dig it too, man. That pain cream that he's got, that's my favorite. I've used the capsules. That does help me with anxiety a little bit because I do suffer from that. That kind of calms me down and gets me kind of chill a little bit. And then I'm not so hyper. I'm not so anxious because I don't know. That's just the way I am.
Tag and Tails, you see it all the time because Trinity Mailer, the owner of Catch Some Relief.
Ryan Coughlin says in the comments, it works.
Dude, that guy works his ass off.
Last time I saw him, he looked at me and says, "Hey, Chris, sharks don't sleep."
Well, I mean, that's the thing going between him and I, too, on social media. Like, I try to throw some inspirational quotes out there because, I mean, half the time that stuff helps me. It helps me just refocus on what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So I'll throw inspirational quotes that help me, but I'll throw it on my picture or, something to make it mine.
Yeah.
But all in all, it's just helping me keep my mind, motivated.
Where it needs to be.
And that guy, man, I'm telling you, he's on it. He's on it. Like, he worked. He never stops working.
I mean, if you don't think that the shit's legit, then talk to Trinity. He's talking to MLF anglers as far as pro staff. Bobby Lane.
Right.
What is
I don't know. He's got a list.
He's got a list.
I'm not even going to throw names out there because I'll get it wrong. But
I probably will.
He's got a list.
Chris Lane, maybe it was. I don't know. Anyways, he's got a list of these guys that go out there and professionally fish every single freaking day who believes in his product.
Right.
So you don't have to take it from us if you don't want to because we're just a couple of Bama boys. You know what I mean?
Hey, Ryan, right here, volunteer firefighter. Okay. He's broke his damn back and he uses stuff and it works. So, I mean, what else do you need?
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I'm going to stand behind a product that works for me.
Right.
Okay. That we believe in. That's what all this is about. Like, this ain't just us we're not paid to throw this shit at you.
No.
This is stuff we use every day and we believe in.
Right.
Okay. We're the average angler. We're not the paid guy. We're not the pro. This ain't a commercial.
Right.
Okay. We also have a new one that we just are working with.
Right.
Okay. And I'll tell you why they're different. They're polarized lenses. They have like 6 specific shades of polarization
you can get
on their lenses.
Any one of the sets of glasses.
Yeah, on any of their glasses. But they have one that I swear helps you see fish better in the water because it almost highlights green things under those polarized lenses. They're killing the flare from the sun.
Right, which is
but you're seeing green kind of pop out against all the other colors. And tell me that don't help you catch a largemouth bass.
Especially you got a lot of green. Okay, we'll say, all right, here's your argument.
Water's green, moss is green, grass is green,
everything's green.
Blah, blah, blah.
Everything's green.
Okay.
But what's the difference between the fish that's green and everything else that's green? The fish is moving. Okay? The grass might sway a little bit if there's a little bit of
Lockups with us.
What up, lock up? What do you say? Stay true?
Stay true.
How drunk are you? Stay true.
Right.
Yeah. No, for real.
Ryan, you mean prescriptions? Because you said perceptions. Perception's reality.
There's a little fat finger going on.
Yeah, I think he means prescriptions.
I
yes. I'll say, look, every pair of glasses on Solar Bat. That's who we're talking about. Do you see these guys?
Yep.
Okay. See them? That's Solar Bat. That's who we're talking about.
Yep.
Okay. That's our new, that is our new fishing glasses. That's
Right.
what we wear to go fishing.
Right.
Okay. Every freaking pair on their site, doesn't matter what color, what size, what shape, whatever, are $79.99.
That's right.
Okay. Now that's
performance.
okay. So yeah, that's not the $5 pair you get in the Mapco. You know what I'm saying? Or the Casey's or whatever.
Right. That's performance.
They are performance
glasses.
But that's pretty cheap for performance glasses.
How much do you pay for Costas? How much do you pay for Oakley's?
I'm not a fan.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. These guys out here, everybody, you see these trucks rolling around. If you're from the country, all right, which we are. I'm a country boy.
I'm a country boy.
You're a country boy. I know you are.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You see the little C on
Costas everywhere.
Costas everywhere. How much do these guys pay for these glasses?
You're talking $300-$400.
Easy.
$500.
Easy.
Yeah.
All right.
Easy. Now their prescription, they do have a prescription line.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
They a little more
now
expensive.
Look, they don't work through your vision insurance or whatever, right? They're just a sunglass company, okay? But they are owned by an eye doctor, okay? But they don't work through your vision insurance. So like I have vision, he has vision insurance.
Right.
What they do is give you this paperwork that you can send to your vision insurance and hopefully get back pay. Okay. So yes, it is more expensive if you need prescription glasses. And I am that type of person. I don't want just a pair of glasses. I want prescription glasses. I want to see as perfect as possible.
But hold up, man. I mean, how much did you pay for the glasses you got on your face right now? The prescription.
Our prescription glasses
with
that
the
are
frames,
transition and polarized and all that stuff, but it's through Costco.
Right.
Okay. These are not fishing glasses. These are glasses.
Right. Just regular my glasses.
Right. I think I paid like $150.
Right.
Okay.
My frames were $200.
But through what's Pearl Vision or whatever?
Right.
Yeah. I paid $320 for a pair of Oakley's.
Right.
Glasses, not sunglasses, not sport glasses, not something like that, but just glasses.
Right.
And there were Oakley's, but there were just glasses. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah. These are performance fishing glasses with different lenses, different filters.
And you get to choose that.
Yeah, you choose all of it.
Right. With your prescription in it.
Maybe your eye's a little more sensitive. They got ones that are darker than others.
Right.
They got ones that bring out browns instead of greens.
Yeah.
They got
check out Solar Bat.
Amazing. Solar Bat.
Solarbat.com. I mean, they've got them as cheap as $29.95. You know what I mean? If you're looking for a cheap pair of sunglasses, they've got those. You know what I mean? They got them for $19.95. But if you're looking for a performance pair that will go out there and help you see into the water better, all those performance, every single style is $80, man. It's $80.
Right.
So
Scott Atkins says they have some cheaper ones too.
They do.
I didn't see the cheaper ones, but I mean, I feel like $80 for performance glasses is a pretty good deal.
No, you're
not, you know what I mean? Like you're not just going to the gas station going, yeah, I need a pair of shades.
Yeah, for $6.
I need shades that are going to help me fish better.
Right. I mean,
these are specific. You know what I mean?
Right. And he's right. Scott Atkins is absolutely right. You can tool around on the website. Get out of the,
got some sales.
They do. Well, yeah. I mean, they've got some on there for like $29.95 or $29.99 or whatever. They're different style. I think they've got a Jimmy Houston style of glasses for like $30 or something like that. They've got a couple different ones. But we were talking about just the performance style that most people use, like your Costas, like your Oakleys, and all the other stuff that most people paying $350 for, maybe more than that, for $80.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat that with a stick. You know what I mean?
And let me tell you how much that company, with us, just going, hey, we like your stuff.
Right.
Believe in us. They sent us pairs to display for y'all.
Right.
Okay. Now that's okay, right? You're seeing it. But they are donating free pairs to our tournament that we're putting on in September.
Right.
They already believe in us.
Right.
whether or not we believed in them, we believe in them even more. You know what I mean? Like it's gone up because they're taking the chance to give us free product to give out to this tournament to make that tournament better.
And they believe in the tournament. You know what I mean? Which we're going to get to. Everybody knows it's coming.
It's coming real quick.
It's happening
real quick.
Yeah, it's going to get here. You can't stop the hands of time, and it's getting here. So
you hear it every week. Every single
week. You're going to hear it tonight. You're going to hear it next Tuesday if you're here. You know what I mean? We're going to push the hell out of this thing because we believe in it.
It's pretty scratch proof is one of the questions. Now, I'll tell you, we've been wearing them for a week or two. We ain't really throwing them around. We ain't really throwing them in the yag. You know what I mean? We ain't hit ourselves in the face with a bait.
Right.
They're still pristine. They're still pristine. Okay. But we liked them enough that we were like, let's work something out.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they were like, yeah, let's support your event. Let's get you guys some glasses.
They're so new to us.
We still pay for them. We're not paid by them.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
We're not paid by anybody. We talk about the things we believe in.
Right. And Solar Bat is so new to us. This just happened a week or two ago. You know what I mean? So we haven't had the opportunity to get out there to truly test them, if you will.
Yeah.
But that's coming.
But I'll tell you, you can see good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can see good.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I care about.
Right.
If there's a fish that I can see, well, there's a fish I can catch.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. The whole sight fishing thing that they do in
by the end of the year, Tech and Tails, I'll tell you whether or not they're scratch proof, and I won't be shy to tell you.
Right. And if it is, it is. If it ain't, it ain't. Right. You know what I mean? That's one thing that we don't do here.
And we don't.
We don't bullshit.
No.
If we believe in it,
that's it.
We believe in it. If we don't believe in it, you're gonna know we don't believe in it. You know what I mean?
I will say that these damn glasses, I've had these for, I don't know what, since the beginning of the year.
Probably, yeah.
From Costco. I lost the pair of shades that I had through them, which were like $150, $200. Prescription sunglasses. Okay. It's Costco. Okay. So you're going to get it a little cheaper because they got a fuckload of people, right?
That was on the way. You didn't have them a week.
No, I had them like 3 days and I lost them on the way to Iowa.
Yeah. I remember that.
But these, I've had that same amount of time. I bought 3 pair that day.
Right.
And they still don't have a scratch. And I wipe them all the time with things I'm not supposed to wipe them with. They're polarized. They got that blue light filter because I stare at my damn computer screen all day. It doesn't help. Right. Like I still get migraines. But, I mean, they're good regular glasses.
Right.
So if you're looking for just regular glasses, Costco's the way to go.
Yeah.
If you're looking for performance fishing glasses,
check out Solar Bat.
Yeah.
So what we got coming up in the next couple of weeks, bro?
I'll tell you. It doesn't matter what's coming up here this week, next week. There's one thing on my mind.
What's on your mind?
NACA.
The shoals. 2 weeks.
You got time to get in if you're around here.
That's right.
And if you don't know nothing about NACA, North Alabama Kayak Anglers, you better get on it. Okay? What a great group of guys.
Big group. And good guys.
I'm talking, the leadership in this group is the greatest group of leadership you could have. Okay?
They really do
Chris
care.
Marks, who's watched this whole damn episode and watched almost every episode we had.
Yeah.
Is been chiming in and he's throwing in points and he's giving info. Like, that guy is a fisherman. That guy's a kayak fisherman.
Marks is over. Well, we said shut this damn thing down for tonight. I'm trying.
I mean, probably.
No, I'm just teasing.
It's 10 after 9. We've been talking too long.
But I'm just teasing.
North Alabama guys, this is how great they are. They partnered up with us for our tournament.
Right.
They didn't have to do that.
And I don't know if Tag and Tail knows about it.
I mean, they probably don't. Even Wisconsin.
Right.
But if you're feeling like coming to Alabama, September 19th be the day to come down.
Yep. We've created the inaugural Burns Victims fishing tournament at a local lake here. And
before I show the poster for that, what else we got on the docket, bro?
That's it. I mean,
no. What else? What other tournaments coming up this weekend, next weekend?
You want to go back to? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So 2 weeks we got NACA at the Shoals on the 27th.
I skipped it because I just want to talk about NACA.
That's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. This Saturday, the 13th, June the 13th. Iron City Kayak Anglers going to be on Smith Lake.
That's right.
Yep. Duck Reservoir on the 20th for Seacat.
Right.
Chattanooga Kayak Anglers, whatever that.
Yep.
And then KBF also on the 27th when we're doing our NACA is going to be up at Kentucky Lake.
Yeah. If you're looking for a big tournament, Kentucky Lake, where is that? But if you're in this area and you want the opportunity to fish against the notorious Twisted Hooks. I'm just trying to throw some spin on it.
Yeah. Trying to make it out.
We're nothing special. But, yo, if you're in this area, what a great group of guys to go fish with.
No doubt.
I don't care if you catch the biggest bag or if you catch nothing. Great group of guys. Okay?
Always professional.
The Shoals.
Yep.
Pickwick and Wilson. That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
But they're professional. They care about all the anglers. We go out on since this Corona crap, NACA has, as per the whole damn country, has went to virtual weigh-ins, virtual captains meetings, and stuff like that. I get that. We get that. All right. But that's how they care. They show that they care. They're like, okay, these are the guidelines we got to follow. We're going to do this. We went to Tourney X app. All right. That's cool. They want every angler to let one of the people on the board know that they're off the water. You know what I mean? Most guys wouldn't really give a shit. I'm just being honest.
I mean, even that Logan Martin tournament, which was BASS, like in the morning they said, hey, if you can, check out. But like no one was at 3 o'clock going,
where are you at?
Hey, did you check out?
Right.
NACA does.
NACA does.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, please make sure that you check out. And they check the stuff. I mean, they're not just out there invested in make sure that you check out of the tournament and this and that and the other.
They're fishing it with us.
They're fishing it with us. 1, 2, they really care and want to know that you're off the water and you're safe.
Yep.
That's one of the things that kept him and I going back to NACA.
I mean, there's other series that we'd like to branch out to, and time is really hard to throw in our schedule. But
right,
yeah, NACA is like, they care about the fish, they care about the anglers,
their community. Yeah, and we love that. You know what I mean? So, shout out to NACA. Scott
Atkins says he is ready for the tournament in the Shoals.
Hell yeah!
I mean, I want to see that new canoe out there, son.
I do too.
Yeah,
let's all meet up, man.
Yeah, let's
figure something out.
Come here the night before, Scott. Stay the night, have some drinks. Fucking maybe Chris will show up.
Yeah, I'll be here this time. I'll be here this time.
Yeah.
Tag
and Tail said we should do he said his birthday is September 17th.
Really?
So, it would be a good celebration.
It would
to have a tournament on the 19th.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not going to
you could do it.
I'm not going to push you to do anything, but I'm sure we could find you a bed that would be free to rent.
Absolutely.
For a couple nights if you were to come down this way.
If you make it here,
right,
we'll figure something out.
He also said maybe we should do a fun Facebook tournament. Us and him and whoever else we want.
I love that idea.
Huh? Why you got
all I did was do that?
Good Lord.
I'm just knocking stuff over left and right down here.
Around.
All I did was tap the table.
That just shows how flimsy our shit is.
No, nothing more.
Hey, let me throw this out there.
I love that idea.
Let me throw this on top of it.
All right, bring it on.
Bring it on?
Yeah.
I say at some point in the very near future, we do a Facebook Live Barbie pole tournament.
Oh, I'm in on that. How about
you, man?
Tag you gotta have a Barbie. You gotta have
anybody
a Barbie
else
pole.
Out there?
Scott Atkins.
You know what I'm talking
Joseph
about
Pope.
when I say Barbie pole. We're frozen.
Yeah, Barbie pole is the little pink pole that you get from Walmart. It's about 2 feet long. If you want to see Catfish Cooley did a video of a dock demon.
Dock demon.
Yeah, it's about a 2 foot rod and reel.
2 foot.
Yeah.
We're talking the stuff you get for a 3-year-old.
Yeah. This is what I'm talking
Barbie pole.
Yeah.
Or, you know, Superman.
Or
Spider-Man.
whatever. The little
whatever.
2 foot. It can't be more than 2 feet long.
Let me tell you, you can't set the hook. You can't set the hook.
You can't fish this
you
from
can
a
set
kayak.
the hook. It ain't doing it.
You can't do this from a kayak.
I mean, you could, but it wouldn't be very easy.
You got to be on the bank for that.
Yeah, you just got to run backwards.
Yeah.
He says he's down for the Barbie pole challenge.
Yeah, son.
So is Ryan.
Yeah.
Melinda.
Who's else?
Lock Up says it's fucking awesome. I don't know if that means you're in or not, but if you are, I have one for you. Bring your ass.
Right.
Okay?
We need to do this.
I'm telling you.
We
I'm telling you. What? Okay.
Where?
All right.
Where?
Well, hold on. Well, obviously, anywhere you are, right?
No.
Yeah, Iron Man, Superman.
Yeah, any of them.
Look, any body of water.
Right.
Any body of water.
Okay.
We just got to pick a day.
And everybody go Facebook Live.
And on Facebook Live, that day, you have to show your fish.
All right. So who's going to officiate this?
Well, I mean, obviously we are. It's going to have to be like some integrity going on.
Right.
But what are we doing?
Right.
Are we doing biggest fish? Are we doing most fish? Are we doing best 3 fish stringer? What? Do we got to bring our boards with us?
I mean, what do you guys think?
What do y'all think?
Let me ask you.
Are we going to go biggest fish? Or are we going to go like most fish?
Tag and tail. Do you have like a measuring board?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're talking ponds. We're talking creeks. We're talking little stuff because this is Barbie pole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're not going to. Yeah.
You're not going on Kentucky Lake with a Barbie pole.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Best 3 fish is what Melinda throws out.
Best 3 fish.
September 20th, Scott throws it out there. The day after the burn tournament.
Yep.
Scott, I mean, that's a great idea. I feel like we got to do it sooner.
I agree. I think we need to do this sooner.
I feel like I got to do it sooner.
I agree. The idea, I'm loving this idea.
Now, look, next weekend, I'm looking at like practicing for the shoals, but like, I feel like sometime in the next 3-4 weeks, it's just got to happen.
Yeah. This particular weekend, I have to be out for a specific
maybe.
reason.
I'm just saying, sometime in the near future.
Yeah. Now, after this weekend, June the 20th, I believe it would be. That would be the NACA tournament.
What?
All right. So this Saturday's the 13th.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This Saturday's the 13th.
Yeah.
I got some personal
things. Then the 20th?
Then the 20th is NACA tournament.
No. 20th is the week before the NACA tournament.
Well, then let's do the damn 620.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay. I mean, I don't know.
Then that makes NACA tournament 3 weeks out, or 2.5 weeks out.
Tag and Tail says, I think you go fishing, catch a fish. 2 hours from there, most fish.
Hey.
I mean, I don't know. I'm saying like, it don't even got to be long, man. You know, like 6 to 12.
Well, whatever
6
you catch.
to 10. What? I don't care. That's 4 hours fishing.
Whatever you catch.
Shit, if you don't. No, I'm saying like the time. Like, it don't have to be from like sun up to 1500.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It ain't a whole day.
No.
No, we're talking get out there, catch fish, get done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go drink some beer.
Yeah.
Or,
I think,
or you know, whatever.
I think Tag and Tail's talking about start at
7,
07,
end at 10.
End at 10. And then whoever's got the most fish.
Boom.
And you can prove it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like somebody you're with has to like Facebook Live, like record you reeling in this fish on a damn Barbie pole.
And I want to see you running backwards from the bank, or if you're in a kayak.
I don't care what I'm doing. I'm getting Madison to come out. And
you're crazy if you try to do this in a boat or a kayak. I'm just telling you right now.
I'll tell you right now, if you're in a kayak, you are not going to land that many fish.
No. You can't catch up to that fish.
We were on the bank and we lost half our fish.
Yeah, because you can't run back fast enough.
You can't set the hook on a Barbie pole.
No.
Now if you're cheating and you go get a damn ice pole, ice fishing rig, that don't count. It's got to be like
Barbie pole.
It's got to be damn pink,
Doc,
or
Doc Demon,
Spider-Man, or something.
Something like that. You know what I mean? Some kiddie pole. How about a kiddie pole? Well, let's just say kiddie pole.
So he says, no matter when you or I or he catches his first fish, from that point you have 2 hours. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, what
That's
if we're,
hard. That's hard to delegate.
yeah, it is. What if we're out there for 2 hours and none of us catch a fish?
Oh, we can do it wherever. It doesn't matter where you're at. All you got to be able to do is have cell phone signal and go Facebook Live.
Right.
I mean, I don't care if you're
going to need a
phone
partner
in one hand and you running backwards with your barbecue pole in the other.
It's going to be difficult without some type of partner.
Somebody got to like get you getting that fish on that rod and reel.
For you to try to hold your phone in Facebook Live and hook a fish,
Yeah,
keep it on the line.
I got to throw this out there too. This is a huge caveat.
What's that?
Huge caveat.
What's that?
Those kid poles come pre-stringed.
Oh,
that's the string you got to use. It's like 3 or 4 pounds.
The line?
The line.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't change the line.
You can't change the line.
You can't be putting no 15-pound line on there.
Well, I mean, if you put a 15-pound line on a 2-foot pole, you're probably not going to cast 6 inches.
Well, I mean, if you bank fishing and that's where they're at, you can catch them.
I mean,
you got to use the lines on the rod.
All right. So you cannot.
No, there's no way for us to verify that. That's integrity.
Right.
That's you being a man or a woman and, having some damn virtues.
Right.
It's all about fun anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you lose a few on camera, that's good TV.
Right.
It's good fishing.
It's all in good, GUD, good fun. You know what I mean? That's all it's in. And
I mean, I think we can all do Facebook Live at the same time from our own accounts.
Agreed.
And then
I tell you what,
just like tag Twisted Hooks fishing on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jeremy and Chris Twisted Hooks.
Yeah. And
if that's your catch for that, you know what I mean? Like if you're in live, you just throw that tag when you're done being live.
Right. So how about
we gotta make it. I'll make an event. I'll make an event on our Facebook page.
Okay.
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 All right. I'll make an event.
Well, everybody can see it right now.
We'll share it. If you got friends that want to do it, you can share it. You got to tag you got to share your video to the event page.
How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
for it to count, you got to share it to the page, and that video has to show you working it.
The whole
you know
thing.
What I mean? It's got maybe not setting the hook, but it's got to show you working it and bringing the fish in somehow.
Right. And we're going to have to figure out so that people can't I mean, I'm not trying to say that
look, if you're cheating, you're cheating.
Nobody has integrity.
Man. If you get called out, you're just gonna have to defend yourself. But
so let's do I don't know. We'll figure something out. Let's set the event.
It's all for fun. It's all for fun. You're not winning anything. What can we do? Hey, we'll send you the big twist. Are you there? Are we there? Anybody there? Sorry. Yeah, we were freaking out. Can you hear us? Can you hear me? I'm not us. Chris went. He had to pee. I don't know. It just, the internet connection like died. StreamYard is who we were streaming through. Died. Like it wouldn't even help. You got me? Okay, cool. So look, we'll make an event and we will iron out the details. All I need to know is, okay, so 6/20. 6/20. That's when we're doing it. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Yep. I don't know who's in, but we're going to do it. Barbie pole challenge will go from like sunrise to 11 or 12 o'clock, something like that. Like once it gets hot, the fish ain't eating no ways. So we'll do a half day tournament, Barbie pole challenge, 6/20. Okay. Check out Jeremy and Chris Twitter Hooks for the event. I will post the event and I'll try to share it as much as I can. We'll be back, bro.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's cool. So
my eyeballs were floating, y'all.
Yeah, you got to go buy a Barbie pole.
Yeah.
I mean,
or a Superman pole.
I got like 6 of them because we've done this before.
Yeah.
Now this is like, what's this? Like the
third? Yeah.
Yeah, it's the third.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done this before.
Let's call it the third annual
boom Barbie pole
Twisted
challenge.
Hooks Barbie kitty pole, Barbie pole,
Kitty pole. Yeah.
kitty pole.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by Barbie.
Right. Well, and it can be. Sorry,
pole,
I gotta wait
pole,
for any type of kitty pole. Whatever the length of that damn Barbie pole right there is, you can't be longer than that. Okay.
Right. 3 feet.
Right. 3 feet.
It's like a 3-foot pole.
Okay. So it could be Superman. It could be Spider-Man. It could be the
Hulk. Do we need a fucking?
Yeah. Let's go give them an example. It could be any type of kiddie pole as long as it's no longer than this pink little son of a bitch right here. Okay. You can't, this is the deal. You can't change the line on it. I hope y'all are into this because I'm excited about it. There's your freaking pole right there. Yeah. That's 2 feet.
Look.
Yep.
Look.
Walmart has a dock demon.
Look, you can get it for like $8.
Right. Walmart has a dock demon. If you go out there and watch, check it out. Go to YouTube and I don't know if you guys know who Catfish Cooley is.
No.
But I love this guy.
Who the hell's Catfish Cooley?
You got to check him out, homie.
Say what?
You got to check him out.
Okay.
He's fun as shit. All right. He's just no redneck like me.
No, hold on.
What?
Stop the press.
What?
Melinda says an ice fishing pole.
No ice fishing.
Ice fishing poles actually have action. Ice fishing poles are badass for a 3-foot long rod.
No.
They have medium heavy, medium light. They have action. These don't have
shit.
These are kid poles.
Yeah.
No action. Like it doesn't say. What's it say?
It probably didn't say shit.
Oh shit! It actually does. It says action.
It's a,
medium, 4 to 10 pound line. Look, that's what comes on it.
Right.
This is what the challenge is all about. It's not about rigging. It's not about doing all the stuff.
No.
It's about getting something off the shelf.
Right. And going out
fishing with it.
Right.
Now you can put whatever bait you want on it.
Right. Good luck with that.
Right. Okay.
We're not fishing in ice, so you can't use an ice fishing setup.
Yeah, it has to be a pole made for a kid.
Right.
Okay.
Walmart
Doesn't have
special.
to be Barbie specific, just toddler.
Yeah, kitty.
The ones that come with All right. All right.
All right,
So
guys.
we're going to have to say goodbye because obviously the internet cannot handle our awesomeness.
Right. We're going to go with that. So next week on
6/20.
right. That's going to be
6/20. It's in 2 weeks.
right.
So
So
it's in like a week and a half.
next Tuesday we will finalize everything. Okay.
We'll have it in. We'll have.
It-
I gotta
the-
create the event.
The event will be
All
created.
you gotta do is enter, and then we'll figure out the
We'll
rest.
figure out the rest next. We'll give her the final details next week because
Yeah.
the internet's jacked up right now.
Yeah.
So we love y'all.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here.
We're gonna fish Barbie pole challenge,
100%.
kiddie pool challenge,
Kiddie pool?
pole.
Kiddie
Pool.
pool.
You know,
challenge.
sometimes you gotta get in the kiddie pool.
Yeah. So
That's
you
what-
can fish with your kiddie
That's where I
pole.
like to pee.
Yeah. Every now and then.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. So we love y'all. Thank y'all for
Tag
being
and
here.
Tails. Check out Jeremy and Chris Twisted Hooks, our fishing page.
Paige. Yep.
Create the event. You can check out Jeremy Coughlin Fishing.
Yep.
Look, hold the shoe. Where's that? Where's that?
The
Where's-
credentials.
yeah, let's throw it up there.
Throw it up there right quick.
Where's Twisted Hooks? Boom. There you go. There's all our stuff. There's all our stuff. Check it out. Write it down. Take a screenshot. Take a picture. Go check it out.
You got to throw your page up there.
Well, you know, I got my YouTube on there, so that's all that matters because that's where all our YouTube's at. All right, here's mine.
Yep. That's my boy right here.
All right, Jeremy
He's a-
Coughlin Fishing.
He's a go-getter.
We're, you know, whatever.
Yeah. We're a team.
I'm a special something.
He's a go-getter.
Yeah. Here's Chris.
That's me. I'm
You want to check him out? Get after it right
Yeah.
there.
right.
Facebook, Instagram, email.
Yep.
You got any freaking questions? I hope you wrote some of that down. Okay? Before we go, there's our sponsors.
Yep.
Bram! What? They're not even actually sponsors.
No.
We're pro staff
staff.
for them.
Right.
Okay?
That doesn't mean we get paid.
We do not get paid.
We pay for it.
Hold on. We do not get paid.
We pay for it.
Yeah. We buy it just like you do.
Right.
They just think we have more marketing value than Cody.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Cody has zero marketing.
Here's the
value.
products we believe in that we are not affiliated with.
One of the special ones to me is
Huh?
that RED right there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's special to me.
I
Now
mean, that's Friday, man. That's Friday.
that's every Friday. Now,
You can't read it very well, but Sundress Chef. Check out that chick in the dress.
yeah.
Sundress Chef.
Now, if you need something to cook up, you know,
Huh?
your fish or your steak or your chicken,
Yeah.
you need to look up Sundress Chef.
Seasonings for fish
We-
and meat.
What?
Any kind of meat you want to cook, boom.
Look back through the
Veggies.
episodes, and we did a taste test
Oh, yeah.
of her spices, and
We couldn't even talk.
we
We
just
couldn't
was-
even talk. We're trying to do a review.
all you
All
heard
we were
was
doing is eating.
all you heard was
Mm.
oh my god, this is so
Huh?
good. Yeah,
Hey, if you don't hear somebody talking, that means the
that
food's
means
good.
That's good.
Uh-huh.
It's GUD.
But
good.
that was also cooked by the wife.
yeah.
Yeah.
That has a lot to do
The
with it.
wife cooked it. Sundress Chef seasoned it. It was the shit.
It was
All right.
fantastic.
Anyway, this Friday, you'll see a post at
Yep.
some point. You better wear your red.
Yeah.
Huh? If you don't know what it's about, you better figure it out.
You're gonna have two of them.
Yeah.
You're gonna have one from him. You're gonna have one from me.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something that we like to do.
At some point, I'm just going to have a red condom on. I'm going to take a picture of that.
Yeah. You might want to get a,
I'll get a macro filter
yeah.
so I can zoom real
Zoom
far
real big
in.
in there on there.
Yeah, I mean, it's small. It's like a nose in the bear fur.
Only got 3 inches, but most girls don't like it that wide.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Tag and Tails. Check it out.
Yeah. Thank you
I
for
will
being
get
here.
the event up in the next few days.
Thank you for being here,
We
Tag
need to
and
get the
Tails.
comments in. I love it.
Yeah.
The Iowa crew. We love
Iowa
you.
crew. We fucking love you
Ron
guys.
Biggs. Thanks for showing.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Scott Atkins.
Yeah.
One of the first.
Every single
Actually,
week.
I think he's been here since episode 1.
Every single week.
Episode
man.
1. I feel like you're
Josh-
the all-star.
Joseph Pope. He's
There you go.
a regular.
Tag and Tails at YouTube and Facebook. Check it out.
Yeah.
We
Check
love
them
it,
out,
man.
y'all.
Hey, I'm gonna go check it out, and I'm gonna subscribe because I
Fuck
dig
yeah.
it, man. I love the commentary.
This
I
is
love
what
talking.
it's about.
This
This is what it's all
we're
about.
making each other better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the whole thing started was.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're here to conversate and make us all better.
Better.
That's right.
And have a little fun doing it. You know what I mean?
You know, and drink while we're doing it. So,
Yeah.
you know, whatever.
Well, I mean, fun. Your fun can be whatever, you know.
Cheers.
Cheers.
My brother. See y'all.
If you don't like that, then we don't like you.